My name's Liz, this is Guided by Angels, and this is a live Q&A with me today. On this wonderful day, fabulous Friday, I'm sending everyone so much love. If you can see me, hello, it's not showing I'm live yet, so hey Andrewan, there you go, I'm live now. So welcome, my name's Liz, this is Guided by Angels, and this is a live Q&A with me today. If you are watching with me live, just pop your question in below for me. If you are watching this later as a replay, all you need to do is click anywhere during the replay and you'll receive an answer in the moment, something you need to know. And whether you're watching live with me right now or later on, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button for me because it really does help. So we're going to be answering some questions today. So we've got Andrewan in the house, we've got Justinta and Liza. Welcome guys, thank you for being here, sending you so much love. So I'm going to start with Andrewan. Says, any message from DM today is current thoughts and feelings. So what's the energy today? What's the energy between the two of you today, or what's he experiencing? What do we need to know? Dealing with inner demons. So he's definitely got a battle going on right now with his higher self and his ego. So he is struggling with something today. So what's he struggling with? Let's bring the silence deck in. It's very likely he's silent right now, or he isn't opening up to you. He's saying, I'm connecting with my true self. So his true self is trying to fight through his ego. So his ego is saying one thing, his higher self is saying something else, and they're having a battle because his true self is coming through. Now, his true self connects into you. His true self is you. It's his truth, you know, his light. It's where he belongs. It's how he knows that he's meant to be with you. So I do feel there's a battle going on, okay? And yeah, just what he really wants to do is just for you to hold him, for you to put your arms around him and say everything's going to be okay. You're saying things are right in my world with you, and things are not right in my world when I'm not with you, and I'm longing for your embrace today. So it would be really beneficial today for you to have a meditation, connect with him in the 5D. If you are in contact, send him a message just to see how he is or thinking of you. But I feel this is more about energetic connection. You know, sending him love in the 5D. He's saying, please send me your love so I know everything will be okay. So he definitely wants to hear from you today, whether it's in the 3D or the 5D. You know what he says for your connection. But he's going through a battle, and what he really needs is a little bit of your light today. I hope that helps, okay? Thank you to everyone who's jumping in. I can see I've got donations coming in. I'm going to go down to, I'm just going to do Liza quickly. Says, hi Liz, please something from my DM and the angels. And then I'm going to do Justinta, and then I'm going to go to the donations, okay? So I'm doing Liza because she's a member there. So what's the message? We've got union coming through. So it's like your angels are showing you you're going to be together. So you've got the union card for a reason there. So you're meant to be, you know you are. And you've got commitment. I'm completely devoted to you. So you've got union and commitment. Couldn't get better cards coming out today because you're saying something from my DM and the angels. The angels saying you are going to have a commitment. You are going to be in union. This person is completely devoted to you, even if it seems otherwise. The devotion is the loyalty as well. And you're going to see that through dogs. So dogs may act a bit strange around you because it's a sign of what's coming. We've got power struggle. And so they're also, this is about him gaining power over his struggles and any mess he feels he's in. Okay, because what I'm feeling is, I feel if he's been judging himself or criticizing himself for things, he's going to take control of that. So I feel your masculine is definitely taking back power right now with anything he's struggling with. So what does he want to say to us? Bring the divine lover cards in. Okay, because he's definitely moving into an energy of power here. We've got best self. Yeah, he's saying, I want to be my best self for you. I'm working really hard to level up for you and meet you as your equal, your mirror. I know that we will always grow together, but I want you to be proud of who I am today. So he's definitely doing the work to move into union. And that's what you're being shown. So commitment and union, powerful. So he's dealing with his struggles through taking back his power. I hope that helps, okay? Justinta says, Liz, my shoulders and arms have been very weak. So shoulders are connected with burdens. Arms are about wanting to reach out, okay? Doctor said might be catching a cold. Remember, this is what your doctor's saying to you. So don't listen to the doctor, listen to your intuition. You know your body better than anyone, okay? Doctor said I might be catching a cold and tongue's been swollen and hurting on the sides. Doctor said it's a mouth ulcer, felt very tired past few days. What's happening to me? Well, first of all, listen to your intuition, not the doctor. I'm not saying don't pay attention to, but you're saying, my doctor said this, my doctor said that. So it's like you are letting your doctor have control over your thoughts and your emotions. Yeah, you're saying, I'm scared. So again, you're in fear. So you've got to let go of fear, because on this journey as a twin flame, a light worker and a human, you're going to experience physical things. So the first thing to do instead of being scared is call on Archangel Raphael. Call on Jesus to help you with the healing, to help you to feel safe. Breathe, and then you go into the present moment. If you have got a cold coming, just means you're being upgraded for the next steps. Okay, you're saying the first doctor I went to, a snake came at the window. Well, snakes are great because it's the wood snake. It's like you're saying, I'm releasing the old to prepare you for the new. You're going through a rebirth, a change. And I feel this is all to do because you want to talk to your twin. You want to connect with your twin. You want him to have his arms around you. You're feeling these burdens. You feel the need for change. So it's all a form of ascension. You know, and I shared that video yesterday all about ascension symptoms. I don't know if you saw that. So I feel you've got to breathe yourself back into now. If you get cold, then just allow it to run its course. It's not going to do anything bad. You know, you're being upgraded. I feel it's like an upgrade. So you've got, forge. If it says force, don't follow. And this, they give me the word forge because it's about making something new. It says, pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had. So I feel really what this is, it's about you taking control. So it doesn't mean force. I'm not feeling force as in force something to happen. I feel this is like forging a new path, going a different way, doing something differently. Don't follow the crowd. Don't listen to your fears. Do something differently. Okay, you're saying, I don't think I'm getting a cold. I was fine before the new. But the thing is, if you listen to what your doctor said and you believe you're going to have a cold, you'll have a cold. You'll manifest it. So just breathe yourself into now. And even if you get a cold, does it really matter? No, it's not going to do anything bad. It's just going to give you time to rest and perhaps give back to you. So I feel this about you taking control of your own life right now. But it's all to do with ascension and moving forward. And if you watch our ascension video, it will help, because I talk all about colds and flus and everything in there, okay? Tara, thank you for the donation. Morning home, what are Ben's love feelings towards me and messages for me? Is he with someone else? So again, ask yourself the question, why are you worrying he's with someone else? Focusing on you and him is the most important thing to do. So we've got dig deep. He's doing some deep diving into himself. I don't feel there's anyone else. I feel he's got enough with his own thoughts right now. So he's going within. It says, are you missing information? Okay. So again, this could be that you're worrying that there's someone else. You're stressing over what's going on. But I feel really what he's doing is he's doing some deep thinking, deep diving into his own soul and, you know, understanding himself. Just into whatever you believe. It's whatever you believe. If you believe you're fine, you are, no matter what you're experiencing. Don't buy into fear, okay? So right now, Tara, he's seeing 555. That's what he's doing because he's going through changes. And he's saying, I want you to be proud of me, so I need to change. Okay, so he's seeing 555 because he wants to change. So he's diving deep into himself and reflecting on his life and kind of analysing his life, thinking, what do I need to change to be able to be your equal and to match you at your level? So I don't feel there's like, because it's intensity. These are the cards that are flying out here, like getting my attention. We've got I love you. So he's telling you he loves you. There's something I need to tell you. I want to tell you I love you. So I do feel this is what he's processing, working out how he can come to you and tell you how he wants to, what he wants to say. He said, I really want to reach out and express how I'm feeling. This love is in my heart for you is like nothing I've ever felt before. Remember that I love you. So he does love you. He feels the intensity of the connection, and that's leading to union. He said, I'm ready to start our life together. It's just our connection is so intense, it scares me. So I feel you've just got to give this time, okay? The energy of May is about the intensity. Over the next few months, I feel there's a timeline here. Between now and August time, you could move into union. It could happen that quick. But you've got to let go of your own fears around, is he with someone else? What's he doing there? Because the more you focus on that, things will grow. He's stepping into his emperor power here. He's coming up as the emperor. And the emperor's the masculine in power. So I feel you've just got to have faith in him right now because he's doing what he needs to do. He fully intends to come forward and tell you how he feels. I hope that helps, okay? Karina with the C, great to see you, honey. Hey, Raluka, welcome. We got Jamjo, we got Kelly, welcome. We got Miracle Empress, welcome. Karina says, message for May from the angels and my DM. So what do you need to know for May? What do you need to know for May from your angels? So we've got, you're not for everyone. So what you're being reminded of is you're not everyone's cup of tea, and that's okay. When we're a light worker, we're not meant to fit in and follow the crowd. We're meant to stand out. So when we do that, not everyone's going to understand us, like us, gel with us, and that's okay. So I definitely feel this about in May, you're recognising who's for you and who isn't. And that means really, who do you want to be around and who don't you want to be around? So this has nothing to do with your masculine. This is perhaps you changing your circle of friends, or being okay with the fact that some people just aren't meant to remain in your life anymore. It says embrace your weirdness, face your true north. So as long as you're being you, does it really matter what people think? No, it doesn't matter. And I don't feel like you care what people think anyway. But again, it's like, you are weird. And guess what? That's okay. I'm weird. Most of us watching are weird. Why? Because we're different. And we're not really different as in something different about it. It's just because we're following the light. We're in our truth. We're authentic. And that's different than being plugged into a matrix where everyone does the same thing. You've got empathic starseed. So the reason you're weird and different is because you're an empath and you're a starseed. And that's to be celebrated. It says energetic sovereignty. So I feel you're stepping into your power in May. You're saying, right, I'm not going to be around people who just aren't my cup of tea anymore because I'm not their cup of tea anymore. I'm stepping into a new way of being. It says absorbing what's not yours. So, make sure you're shielding yourself as well, because if you're absorbing negative energies, then you're going to be feeling heavier. But I feel you're moving into a new state of being. It feels like you're moving from one part of your journey into another part of your journey throughout May. So it feels like May is a portal for you to move to the other side of what you're doing. So I definitely feel that you are feeling more sensitive in May, more of an empath. Your empathic abilities are getting stronger. Okay, so what else do you need to know? What else do you need to know? Yeah, time together. So there may be time coming where you're spending time together, especially over the next 13 weeks. Okay, so over the next 13 weeks, which obviously you've got 4, 8, 12, it's like 3 months. So perhaps between now and July, there's going to be an opportunity to spend time together. Now, this could also be something that happens on the 13th. And that's around the full moon, is that right? Let me see, 12th the full moon. 12th is the full moon. So could be some time together coming up around the full moon. It says, I treasure the spaces I share with you in my heart and mind. So again, this also spending more time together in the 5D, dreaming of each other, connecting in that way. I love spending time with you and building this bond in our hearts and minds. Please connect with me spiritually today. I need to feel your love. So I definitely feel that during May, especially until the full moon, the energetic bond between you is getting much stronger. So you're going to feel the 5D connection very strong. You can feel it too. You're both treasuring that time. And then I do feel there may be an opportunity coming in for you to spend some physical time together over the next 13 weeks. I hope that helps, okay? But that's what he wants you to know. He treasures that time with you and he can feel it. We bring in one more card actually from him. Welcome Victor, welcome Donna. Thank you for being here, guys. I'm sending you so much love. I'm acting crazy because I'm jealous. So he may also be a little bit jealous, and that can make him act crazy. Maybe jealous because he's worried about you being with someone else or what you're doing. So this can actually bring him closer to you as well, because being jealous things, oh, I've got to take action. I need to do something to spend some time with you so you're not spending time with someone else. I hope that helps, okay? Mariana, thank you for the donation. Message from Em about our last conversation. So what does he want to say to you today? So what he's saying to you today is, I'm acting crazy because I'm jealous coming out here. It's not you, it's me, I love you. So whatever's going on, he said, it's not you, it's me, I love you. So this could be if he's acting crazy, if he's being a bit jealous, or if he's pulled back his energy, or whatever he's doing. I'm working out what to say to you. Okay, so right now he's working out what to say. And he's saying, it's not you, it's me, I love you. Okay, so if he's being quiet, whatever it is, if he's pulled back, whatever he's doing that may be a bit triggering to you, or you're not sure what's going on, he's letting you know it's not your fault. Okay, it's nothing you've done. It's like he's working through his own fears and issues, and he may be acting a bit crazy. I do feel the masculines are jealous right now anyway, collectively, and that's why that's come out again, because they don't want the feminine moving on. And obviously right now the feminines are in this energy where they're taking back the power. And it's not that you're moving on, It's just that you are giving back to yourself and doing more things for you. You know, I say that to the feminine collective in general, you know, everyone who's watching. So what he's saying is, I do miss you. I miss everything about you today. So right now in this moment today, wherever he is, whatever he's doing, whatever's gone on, he's missing you. He said, I miss everything about you today. Your smile, your voice, your eyes, your scent, your touch. So he's missing you. He said, remember how we've connected physically? My love for you is boundless and primal. So he's in love with you. He said, I do love you. I'm working out what to say to you. And if he's acting a bit weird or crazy, it's because he's jealous. That's all. I hope that helps, okay? Let me get you a card, actually, for how he feels about the last conversation. What's he feel about the last conversation? We've got change. There has to be a change in some way. There's going to be an ending for a new beginning. And that's what he's thinking about, how to make that happen, working out what to say about it. I hope that helps, okay? Cece, thank you for the donation. Hi Liz, can I get guidance on finances, career update, and message from Jake? As a guy asked me if he could kiss me as I was so pretty. Can you feel it? Well, obviously, if you watch last night's reading, it's all about kissing. So again, this could be a huge sign that that's why someone asked you, because Jake wants to kiss you and it was coming through to you in another way. Okay, so first card out we've got is he wants to move out of any trapped energy. So if he's felt trapped in his situation, this is Jake, okay, he's moving out of that. So he doesn't feel trapped, okay? He wants to take action. There's going to be a shift after July. It could be before then, though, because something is moving forward quickly, because things are turning around. So any delays that have been there, they're going to turn around. So I feel like it could... I've got July coming through with significance here in the next 8 weeks. But I feel he's coming out of this... It's like, give me the word decay. It's like if something's felt decayed, it's being rebuilt. And obviously there is that jealousy there that I've picked up on collectively, that they're worried that, you know, feminines are moving on. So we may have felt something to do with this person telling you you're pretty. So we've got comfort. He's saying, I'm resting into you. I feel so peaceful and content wrapped in your love. So I feel he's been spending a lot of time with you in dreams and fantasies where it's safe. And he knows he's got to take action. He's saying it's a safe place to fall, like the comfort of a warm blanket. I have all I need with you. So feels like he feels safer either when he's in the silence or when he's in quiet times, when he's thinking about you, because then he doesn't get hurt. You know, he's not putting his heart on the line. So I feel you've just got to give him time to open up to you. But the fact that someone said to you pretty is really the universe's way of reminding you that you are pretty, and that you are kissable and desirable and lovable, in case you ever forget that, okay? Doesn't mean you've got to kiss someone just because they said you're pretty. So what's going on with finances and everything else? Remember, you are manifesting right now. So again, you've got to move out of the feeling trapped in some way or feeling like something is stuck or missing, because you have everything you need right now. So what's the angel guidance about this? Yeah, we've got earth. You just got to ground yourself. He says you're learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. So you're learning right now how to deal with the physical reality you're in. Finances, all these things. And to recognize that you are a spiritual being having a human experience. And that's why sometimes it can be hard, because you are used to perhaps in the other realms just getting what you want like this, because you are a creator, you source energy. Now, obviously in the other realms, you don't really need to get anything because there's no physical reality, if that makes sense. But the point I'm making is you are a spiritual being having a human experience. So you're learning right now how to be of this human world, how to manifest, how to create, how to understand that you have everything you need, how to connect with source. That's what you're doing. So when you feel trapped, you can release yourself from that at any moment. You know, when you feel like your finances are stuck or stagnant or you're struggling with something, you have to take the blindfold off and see things clearly. That you have the power to change your life, and you've come here for a reason. So I feel this also you grounding yourself and making sure that you are centered in the moment, and then you don't go into anxiety or fear. I hope that helps, okay? I was going to do Reese there, but the message has been retracted. There was a message between Mariana and Cece, and it's been deleted, okay? That's again, you see, getting impatient maybe, or I don't know why they've retracted your message there. I would have answered it. Bella, thank you for the donation. Morning, Liz. Can I please have a message from Brian? So what's going on with Brian today? Brian's saying, my love for you was written in the stars. So he's well aware that it's destined. He feels like it's meant to be. Again, you got stargazing. So he's definitely thinking about you. And you may be seeing 717. You're being reminded you're on the right path. And what he's saying is, look up at the stars tonight and know I'm under the same sky thinking about you. We were destined since time, was built. Says we don't need to rush this love. It's eternal. So it's like he's asking you not to rush him. Okay, I'm not saying you are definitely rushing him, but he's asking you for time. And he knows you're meant to be. And he's saying, you're a miracle. You give me hope. And you may well see bees as a symbol of that miracle. You may see yellow flowers, which is showing you there is hope here. So the hope is there. You just got to have faith. So you give me hope. Things are moving forward. Okay, but what he's really saying to you is, this is destined. And that's what he's realising more and more. And they give me fear. So he does know that you are meant to be. Let me pull you a tarot card. Yes, a lot of fear is releasing around this as well. Yeah, we've got he's having sleepless nights because he knows you belong together and he's working out how he needs to move this forward. He wants to tell you that he thinks it's destiny. That's how he thinks. So he feels it, but he thinks it too. So he's up at night thinking about what to do next. I hope that helps, okay? Something could be moving between now and the new moon. So the next new moon, because we just had one, is on the 27th of May. So between now and the end of May, he could well be working out what to say to you and how to move this forward. I hope that helps, okay? So if you're having any restlessness or sleepless nights, that's why. Byron, great to see you. Thank you for the donation. Hi, Liz, what message is Alice wanting to tell me? And what do I do to calm the anxiety? Well, the way you calm the anxiety is breath work. Breathing into the now, grounding yourself, because anxiety lives in the past or the future. So if you're in the present moment, it can't exist there. And I've spoke about this before. So breathe yourself into the now. 3 deep breaths in and out is all you need. In through the nose, out through the mouth, because it recenters the body and the mind. So, for example, when you're anxious, you're overthinking, you're worrying, you're thinking about something outside of yourself. When you breathe, it brings your body and your mind back together. So you snap out to whatever you were thinking. And then when you've done those breaths, affirm, I am safe. And then you start calming down. Obviously, anxiety as well, you can call on your angels to replace any anxiety with peace. So you feel at ease. I'm feeling, how do I heal it? Any guidance, please? So what does Alice want to tell you? So Alice is saying to you, you excite me on every level. Now, I feel what you're also experiencing is this passion. So anxiety is also frustration. And frustration stems from wanting passion and feeling the kundalini and the desire and not acting on it. So what she's saying to you is the heat is rising between us. So she's feeling all this passion for you, and you'll be feeling it too. But he's creating a frustration, which is also bringing an anxiety. So I feel it's related to the kundalini between you. So this is the intensity of my desire for you. I want you body, mind, and soul. We will be one, and it will be unlike anything we've ever experienced before. So I feel that she's desiring you, and you're feeling that and sensing it as frustration that's being manifested in the physical, like anxiety. So breath work, balancing your sacral chakra. So if you cleanse your sacral chakra, it's going to help you to get a handle on this anxiety because it's frustration. You may also want to deal with that yourself in your own way. You know what I mean? Okay. Or go for a walk, breathe, that kind of thing. So definitely, I feel doing breath work will help. Someone's put, what is breathing work? Breath work, breathing in and out. Okay. Breathe in through the nose. And breathe out. And then repeat. Okay, so that calms you down. Even just do one there, you can feel the calming. It's like your mind and your body reconnect. So that's what you need to do. I hope that helps, okay? Elizabeth, thank you for the donation. Good morning, Liz. Any messages for today? Have a great weekend. Thank you so much, honey. So what do you need to know? What's the message coming through? So you're welcome, Tracy. Thank you for your question there. So, child of the cosmos, this is what you're being reminded of, Elizabeth, that you are a child of the cosmos. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. So all the answers are within. All the answers you need, everything you need to know, the way your twin feels, everything, it's all inside. So like the angels are reminding you to connect with yourself, connect with your heart, connect with your soul. connect with your angels and your guides and go within, because your intuition is bang on. And that may be what you need to do this weekend, to find some time to connect with the universe, because you are a child of God, a child of the cosmos. What else do you need to know? I'm going to bring in Cheryl's deck here, Sensual Healing Oracle. What else do you need to know? We've got Bumblebee, Jasper, Crystal. Wow, look at this, trust the universe, which is really what we've just said. And I feel that you may see bees, because you've got Bumblebee. So you may see a bee, which is a symbol of a miracle, to trust the universe. You may see spiders, you may see 222. So it's like the universe is getting your attention today, saying it's all going to be okay. You know, the answers are inside of you. Trust your intuition, your solar plexus. You may want to use this crystal as well, Bumblebee, Jasper, Crystal, to bring hope and miracles in. You may be guided to yellow flowers, or just yellow in general. And remember, yellow is about lemons. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. I hope that helps, okay? Palami, thank you for the donation. Hi, Liz. Looking so beautiful today. Thank you, honey. Any message from P today? Is today? Anything he wants to say? So let's chat with P first of all. So what's going on with P, your twin? He said, I may be quiet right now, but you're always on my mind. Now, I also feel that's what's going on with R, because obviously R's your friend and you've had that falling out. So, and I feel you've got to be ready for what's coming, because we're in May now. He says, I may be quiet, and obviously it's May. I may be quiet right now, but you're always on my mind. So I feel what you need to know, they're both thinking about you. And he says, remember that separation is an illusion. I'm working hard behind the scenes to heal and reach out to you, so stay strong for me. And I feel that's connected with both of them, because I feel that R is going to reach out to you, and I feel that P will reach out in time. So it's like the angels want you to know through this card that everything is being resolved right now, especially if you've been praying and asking for help. So how is P feeling today? How is P feeling today? And how is R feeling today? Okay, how is R feeling today? So R is doing some deep reflection right now about how to move forward. He doesn't want it to be over between you. He doesn't want, you know, the connection to break. So he's working out how to move forward. He's reflecting on that right now. Okay, and it's like, yeah, I mean, this is the thing. Until there's a change with P, he's never going to be happy. He's not happy right now. He knows he needs to change to bring independence in and happiness. And that's what he wants to do. So I definitely feel that they both know. It's like they both know they need to take action. And it's about you being okay with that, praying, calling on your angels. Because it's not over with either of them. And the thing is, if anyone's watching thinking, oh, two people, you know, one's a twin, one's a best friend here, okay? We've got Earth School. So remember, you come to Earth to learn. And you learn the life lessons through interactions with others. You go through soul growth on this journey. You know, it's all part of the higher learning. You're learning, study. So understand that everything you're going through right now is growing your soul. See it as adventure, see it as exciting. And know that you are safe and everything will be okay. And you can't miss out on anyone or anything that's meant for you. So definitely feel that they're both planning on communicating. I hope that helps, okay? Raluca, thank you for the donation. Hi Liz, happy May. I'm feeling that the illusions are fading away from around my DM and for me as well. Can I have a message from him and guidance from my guides? So what do your guides want you to know? This card just fell off at the bottom of the deck. So again, it says forge, and they give me the word forge instead of force. I think it says force, but I'm seeing this as forge. It says forge, don't follow, which means build instead of following the crowd. And that's you. You've stepped out of the crowd. So it says you're on a new path. You're being the leader you wish you had. So you're being the leader that you wish you had. So in other words, whenever you felt perhaps you needed guidance, you're now becoming that leader. You're becoming the guidance. You're becoming the mentor in a way. So your angels are saying to you, you are part of this golden age. Okay, you're part of the golden age. That means you are a golden child. That means you're here for a reason. Connect with your inner child. Connect with the tenderness and the innocence of your inner child, because you have rare gifts. So you're preparing for the new age. This is about, when I say the new age, the golden age, this is like what we're heading towards from 2032. Okay, so you're heading towards this golden age. You've also got weight of the world. So I do feel your twin is carrying around burdens. And because of those burdens, you've set boundaries. It says, let it go. It's not yours to carry. So you're recognizing you don't need to carry your twin's burdens around. You don't need to help him with those things. He's got to help himself. And this is also about you knowing that if you're helping other people, you help them, but then you release the burden. Okay, because you shield yourself, you cut the cords, you know how to cleanse your energy. Give me a block there. And we've got star bathing. So connect with your light body. You may have been working with the crystal grid or the Merkaba. Okay, and this is transmission activation. So you're being activated for the next stage of your journey there. So what's going on with your twin? So we know he's carrying burdens around. Yeah, I've got silence. I want to reach out to you, but I can't right now. So he wants to reach out, but he can't right now because he's releasing these burdens. So understand there's nothing wrong in the connection. Everything is aligning in the silence. There's power in prayer. So during the silence, pray and connect with your intuition. I hope that helps, okay? Kat, great to see you. Thank you for the donation. Good morning, Liz. Can I please have a message from S and guidance for the weekend? So what do you need to know? What do you need to know right now? So you've got letting go and courage. So when you let go, your twin gains courage. And also letting go takes courage to let go, to surrender, to give it to God. And that's what you're doing right now. You know, you're finding your strength, your bravery, your courage to be able to be at peace with the journey and allow things to unfold naturally, to let go and allow things to flow. So what's going on with your twin? A lot. Awakening, releasing judgment, okay, judging himself, releasing that. He's apologising, I'm sorry. He's admiring you, so I feel he's watching you from afar. He's asking you not to give up, and he's focusing on how far you've come. So really this accomplishment card is that you're both achieving things right now. You're both going through challenges and you're both going through awakenings and you're overcoming those challenges. And he's saying you'd be so proud of me if you knew how far I'd come. Okay, so be proud of him right now. He said, I'm not going anywhere. So he's reassuring you through the signs you see and the synchronicities that all is well. I do feel he is watching you. So maybe watching social media, saying your beauty and strength intimidate me. So because of that, that's why he's going through his awakening. So he can be on your level. I'm going within so I can understand myself better. I need to forgive myself for what's happened, and I am sorry for that. So he is apologising for things he's done. So I want to get you one card for the weekend from your guides. We've got, wow, loosen your grip. They're giving me the block there. So again, while there's blocks in communication, it's about letting go. Again, finding that courage to let go and allow things to unfold. So loosen your grip is about releasing. It says coping mechanisms. So again, you could be finding new coping mechanisms like gratitude, like going in nature, focusing on you know, doing spiritual practices, whatever it is. And then things don't feel so heavy, you know, and you don't feel the addiction as much. Let God in. So again, we do get addicted to this journey sometimes. We get addicted to our twin. We get addicted to the feeling of it. We get addicted to things. And the angel's saying you're letting God in now. So whereas before you may have been addicted to his energy or, you know, connecting with him or whatever, now you're letting God into those parts of yourself that he was previously filling up. Does that make sense? So for example, you know, when we go into separation, there's a big void that's left there. So we can either sit around feeling sorry for ourselves and being negative and wanting our twin to fill up that void, or we can change our perception and let God into that void. And then we fill up our own cup, we're connecting with source, and then we don't feel like we've got to have anything from anyone that isn't freely given. I hope that helps, okay? Justin, great to see you. Thank you for the donation. How did Zeke feel about the text I sent last night? I had too much to drink last night and told him something. Well, first of all, you need to forgive yourself for what you've sent, whether it's because you reached out or what you actually said. Forgive yourself, because in that moment, it's something that happened. You can't take it back, you know, but you can forgive yourself for it. And the thing is, what you have to understand is, as a feminine, sometimes we do things like that. And the masculines forgive very easily. Sometimes as a feminine, we can have a sharp tongue. And you have to remember the tongue can harm or heal. And I feel he's already forgiven you. Because he's like, I don't blame you. I don't blame you for sending that. I don't blame you for thinking this way. You know, because he does recognise he's got healing to do. So I don't feel you've messed anything up if that's what you're worrying about, or you've caused a delay, or you're just learning to respond with love instead of reacting with fear. Because obviously drinking it taps you in with the fear. You know, so this may also be you thinking, do I really want to drink? Is that something I really want to continue to do? Is that really aligning with who I am right now? So I feel it's also happened so you can look at yourself more than what's going on with him. You know, it's about you reevaluating your own actions and the things that you're doing yourself to become your best version. Because many of us stop drinking on this journey. You know, like I quit drinking. I used to be a big drinker. You know, when I say big drinker, I mean like go out and get plastered, you know. And I quit drinking at 30 and I haven't had a drop since. And I'm like nearly 49. So for nearly 19 years, I've been teetotal. Okay, not because I had a problem with it, but because I recognised I didn't want to have a problem with it. Does that make sense? So we've got listen. He said, I'm listening to my higher guidance. So I feel what you need to know about Zeke is he does realise that it's okay. You sent him that message. He doesn't blame you for anything. You know, it's like he's listening to his higher guidance, because from his higher guidance, he recognises why or where you're coming from. He said, I'm being led by my intuition as well as my angels and guides who are overseeing our union. They tell me the next steps that will lead me to you. So he feels like he's working out what to do. He's listening. He has obviously read your message and he's listened to what you've said, but he's recognised it from a higher perspective. So I feel where you're in that, you were drunk, he was actually in his higher self. So it was the other way around. So you're in ego at that point and he was in his higher self, whereas sometimes he's in his ego and you're in your higher self. So I feel that what you're being guided to know is it's okay. And the message there is listen for you. Listen. Listen to what I'm saying instead of being in fear or worry, okay? Because sometimes I can be giving a message out, but you're still in fear. So remember, your journey is all about divine timing and balance. And when you balance your energy, you feel better. So you haven't messed anything up. It's still all in divine timing. You just need to work on balancing your energy today. Okay, and how did he feel about the text? Because that's what you're asking. I feel he's okay with it because he recognises where it's come from. Yeah, it's still moving things forward. Things are still on track. Things are still moving forward. You haven't messed anything up. It's like he wants me to say to you, you have not messed anything up. I hope that helps, okay? But you got to forgive yourself. MJ, thank you for the donation. My message didn't go through. Well, obviously, here it is, any message from DM. So what does your DM want to say to you today? We've got silence and protection. So what you're being shown here is the silence between you right now. Give me fear. You know, when he's not communicating or there is a separation or a block or a delay, is actually protection. Okay, so you're being protected by the angels. So what he's saying is, I want to reach out to you, but I can't right now because it doesn't feel safe for me to open up. So he still doesn't feel comfortable. Your twin doesn't feel comfortable right now being vulnerable. And that's nothing to do with you and everything to do with them and their wounds and their insecurities. So they just need a bit of time. So see it as protection. Instead of thinking there's something wrong or wanting things to move forward, just say, right, God's protecting me right now. It's okay. The silence is okay. The separation is okay. Because he wants to open up. He's I'm sleeping on the sofa. So may fall asleep on the sofa, may not be sleeping very well. Saying I'm focused on work. So this person could well be busy with work, like their career, and then get home and are that tired from work, they fall asleep on the sofa. Don't even make it to the bedroom. Okay, so definitely a lot going on. And if there is no work, then they'll be working on themselves. And this could be overthinking. But I do feel this person is busy with work or busy with something and they're tired, so they're falling asleep on the sofa. Or maybe they're sitting up thinking, then fall asleep on the sofa. So really that energy can be very stressful energy, and negative energy, heavy energy, and you're being protected from all of that. Okay, so just have faith right now and know that if there's any form of silence, it's a form of protection. And you are watched over. You may see rainbows, you may see 444. I hope that helps, okay? Fatima, thank you for the donation. Good morning, Liz. A message from F. So what does F want to say to you today? Spontaneity, I want to surprise you. So you're going to receive unexpected communication. And you might think, when? Unexpected. So you've got to be okay with when it will come in quick and it will come in when you don't expect it, because he wants to surprise you. He's already thinking about it. And I do talk about this in an upcoming video, okay? So it could be around that time when I share that video. Yeah, they're giving me tooth pain. It feels like he's making a decision right now. And we've got daydreamers, and I daydream about you every day. I can't get you off my mind night or day right now. So he's thinking about you, and this is why there's going to be a reaching out. I always wonder what you're doing and how you're feeling. So he's curious about you, what you're doing, who you're doing it with, what you're feeling about me. Meet me in your dreams tonight so we can start making our future reality. So I feel you may have a dream. Could be tonight, it could be tomorrow night, over the weekend, where he comes to you and he shows you what he wants. So I feel that you could very well receive a preview in a dream about the next step. But ultimately, he wants to surprise you, and this could be with a communication. It could also be with some kind of date or going somewhere or doing something. So definitely feel something is about to shift here. Yeah, we've got Divine Union card coming out. It says, this is a beautiful soul bond between you, and it's based on raising your frequency in this lifetime. So remember, it's all about building and soul growth. But this is, you know, the fact that you've got the Divine Union card is showing you what's coming. And this can also be a sign that your union is going to come in when you don't expect it. So just be okay with being okay. I hope that helps, okay? Katrina, thank you for being here. Thank you for the donation. How are you? I'm good, thank you, honey. I watch your videos. Thank you for being here. I'm so excited to be on a live with you, and I'm glad you're here too. Can you answer a question? Take some cards, of course. Is there anything specific you want to ask me? Obviously, I'm just checking, see if you've asked anything specific. I can see something here. Hang on a minute. How does Izzy feel about me? Okay. So how does Izzy feel about you? That's what you want to know. How does Izzy feel about you? So what do we need to know? Contemplation. He's definitely thinking about you right now. He said, I want to make the right decision. So when he thinks about you, he thinks about making the right decision, doing it the right way. He doesn't want to mess anything up. Okay, so he may be taking his time. So you may be, you know, frustrated with the way things are happening, that it's not happening perhaps as quick as you want, or maybe there's a delay there, but the delay always creates the way. So he is thinking about you very deeply right now, wanting to make the right decision. And you are the right decision. But understand it's not about choosing you, it's about choosing himself, and that will lead to you. So we got listen. Yeah, I'm listening to my higher guidance. So I definitely feel that this person is being guided to move towards you. So I'm being led by my intuition as well as my angels and guides who are overseeing our union. They tell me the next steps that lead me to you. So your person is doing some deep thinking about you right now, and about how to move towards you and how to be with you and how to make it happen with you. And he's listening to his intuition. So you may be listening to your own intuition, obviously watching videos, you're connecting with your own higher self. And you may also be seeing the number 33 or 333. And that's also the number of Jesus. So I definitely feel there's lots of love between you. And this person wants a relationship with you. He's just working out how to do it right. Okay? Because he's been hurt before. And he's afraid of being hurt again. He doesn't want to get hurt by you because it would be a big wound. And maybe there's been hurt in this connection anyway. But he's in his head about you right now, working out what to do. So he may come across a bit cold, a bit distant, a bit cool. But he's all lit up in his head about you. And he's working out what to do to move forward the right way. That's what you need to know, okay? So it's like the angels want me to tell you more about what his plans are than what he's feeling. Because he's saying my circumstances need to change before we can be together. So he's definitely working something out in his life or changing something. He's working out what to say to you. And he's saying, I'm acting crazy because I'm jealous. And I feel this is a collective message today. I feel collectively today, they are jealous. They're worried about other people around you, worried about people coming in and taking you away. So if he's acting crazy, that's why. So in his mind, he's worried about you with someone else, or worried about someone coming in. I hope that helps. Okay, so I've really just got to give it time right now and be patient, breathe, and know all is well. And thank you for your love and support. Natalyia, great to see you, honey. Thank you for being here. Any message from G? So what does G want to say to you right now? Yeah, as soon as I picked it up, I knew it was the wrong deck. They want me to use this one. What card just flew off? I'm working out what to say to you. Obviously, I didn't shuffle, but it flew off for a reason. So he's working out what to say to you. So what's the message coming through from G? He's saying to you, non-committed. So he's apologising, this card's moving as well, for not being committed. We've got divine union. So you've got non-committed and divine union. So it's like he's saying, I'm working out what to say to you because I'm apologising for not giving you this commitment yet, when he wants to be in union. So he says, someone in this situation, this is him. So G has commitment fears and wants to, I feel that you're being protected right now until he's ready to be in union. It's like, I feel union's going to come very quickly when it comes. You know, I don't feel it's going to be like you date. You know, it's going to be boom, all in. Okay, that's what I'm feeling. So it's like when he comes to you, it's like you're going to just jump into this. Because all the work before union is preparing you for that. So I don't feel like there's going to be any messing around. It feels like when he comes to you, you're going to be in a relationship, then he's going to give you a ring and then you're going to get married. That's how it's going to be. It's going to be very fast. And that's why it's taking all this time now. Okay, so you're being protected until this is happening because remember, he's still working through fears about being in a commitment. He may have had commitment issues connected with his childhood that have been brought through. So I definitely feel that it's going to happen when he's ready for the actual union itself. And obviously, what I mean by that is obviously it always happens that way. But what I mean is, whereas some people may come together and perhaps date when you're in union or, you know, maybe take it slow or maybe you move in together or whatever, it's going to be full-blown commitment with you and him. It's like, that's what I need to share with you. That's why it's taking the time it is. So what's the message coming through? Again, he wants to say things, but he's stopping himself. Yeah, treasure, I treasure you in our love. So he sees you as a treasure. He sees you as the treasure at the end of the rainbow, you know, the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. And he sees you like this amazing being, like he puts you on a pedestal. He's saying, you're so precious to me. You shine brighter than diamonds and you're worth more than gold. You're all that I seek. And that's why I feel that when it happens, it's going to be straight in. And I feel that this could be a gold diamond ring that he gives you. So you may even see gold or you may see diamonds as a huge sign, not only to remember your own value and worth, but where this is heading. And he wants you to know that he treasures you. And that's why you're being protected until he's ready to give the right way. I hope that helps, okay? Ethereal Seeker, thank you for the donation. Hi Liz, can I have a message for my DM, Will and guidance? So what does Will want you to know? What does Will want you to know? He's saying to you, you're my first thought in the morning and my last thought at night. So he's thinking about you constantly. He's thinking about you at night, and that's why he's waking up thinking about you, because it's very likely he's been dreaming about you. But that's creating a manifestation. So because he can't stop thinking about you, he's manifesting this into reality. And you may be manifesting the commitment because that's what's being manifested. So the commitment has been manifested, coming together. He says you are ready to fulfill and build, the same fulfill. But he says you are ready to build a strong foundation and put down these roots. And they give me the word fulfill. So you're ready to fulfill your destiny, the reason you've come. So you're all manifesting the commitment. This may be what you're working on. And he's thinking about you morning, noon and night. And that's because you're manifesting the commitment. So really what the angels want me to share with you is whatever you're manifesting right now, whatever you're asking the universe for, is absolutely what's being created. Okay, and it's going to come in when you least expect it. It's going to be a surprise, and he is missing you. So he's saying, I do miss you. I'm missing everything about you. He's being reminded of you, your smile, your eyes, your voice, your scent, your touch, everything. And that's when he's going to surprise you. And I feel if you start seeing 10:10 on the clock, that's a huge sign of something about to happen. I hope that helps, okay? Arazo, thank you for the donation. Where's your question? Just bear with me while I find it. Arazo. Where's Arazo's question? Can anyone see Arazo's question? Because I can't see it. Otherwise, I'll just pull some cards. Because obviously Arazo's donated there, but I can't see a question. Can anyone see Arazo? Any of my moderators, can you see Arazo's question anywhere? Or Arazo, if you are here, what's your question? Okay. Because I can't see a question. Otherwise, I'll pull your card. Thank you, Elizabeth, for joining the angel family, honey. There, Liz there's joined. Welcome to the angel family. While I'm waiting for Raza, I'm going to do Patricia, okay? Because Patricia Patricia Bazzari has used a milestone. Thank you so much, honey, for being a member. Hi, Liz. Anything you feel guided to, and a message for my true love. So I'm going to do Patricia, then I'll come back to Raza. I'm waiting for a question, okay? So, Patricia, what's your guidance right now? What's your guidance right now? Clear card, please. Clear card. Again, I feel things are aligning. So you've got the love. So you may hear that song, okay? You got the love to see me through. It's one of my favourites, the original though, not the new one by Florence and the Machine. I like the Canny Stanton one. Staten. But you've got the love. So you may hear that song. Now look what I'm connecting with here. I feel this about you going through all sides of your own, your own journey, the ego, the higher self, everything's integrated. I feel you and your twin are one, so you're feeling him with you. And this is Hadrian energy, codependency and boundaries. And obviously you've learned through this whole situation from what was before and what is now to set your boundaries down. And also, you know what you will and what you won't accept. So I feel the whole situation has made you more in tune with yourself and ready to, it's like you've been given a second chance. And you know what you will accept and what you won't accept. You know that then when you come together, it's going to be very quick movement into union because you're not going to do the things you did before. Does that make sense? So whereas before you were allowing, like I know in my own journey, what you allow and what you don't allow, you know it's going to be different this time because you remember the soul plan. So it's like now you're remembering this soul plan. It says you know this is fate, it's destiny. It says the fated life and the destiny life. So you know what's meant for you. You know it's all part of God's plan. You know you have a soul plan. And I feel this about all the different aspects of you. This could also be about past lives, everything you've experienced has made you who you are today. So you're going to have a second chance at putting your boundaries down and what you allow in. So I feel, in other words, you're not going to let certain people get away with certain things anymore. What else do you need to know for you? You've got balance and you've got the open, your throat chakra. So really what this is saying is you're balancing your energy to be able to communicate. So I feel what's happening with you here is you know that when you come together, you're going to be communicating differently than you did last time. So, and you're finding your voice to do that in many ways. So obviously you find your voice in other areas of your life, but I feel you are preparing now to speak your truth when he comes towards you. So you may be using these crystals. You know, we've got, obviously this is the throat chakra, so you can use any crystals that help your throat chakra. And you're into crystals anyway. So whether it's lapis lazuli or whatever it is, we've got Shiva Lingam in this one. So balance is coming in for you. And that's what's happening. It's alignment, it's movement. So what does your true love want you to know? Regret. I may have not shown it enough, but I care deeply about you. So it feels like it's about the previous lifetime. Say previous lifetime, I mean that vessel. Okay, it's hard to connect with it in that because it's still here, it's still right here. But what he's saying is, I may not have shown it enough, but I care deeply about you. It's like he knows the way he didn't show it before, it's going to be different. So what I'm really connecting with is, it's about second chances. And he said, I care deeply about you even if I didn't show it enough. And you know that he showed it he showed it to you in his own way, but it wasn't enough. Yeah, and that's why he let go. That's what you've been letting go of, releasing the past and everything else that happened. So it's again the shedding of the skin for this new beginning. So it's like you've been aligned for this new beginning. That's what you need to know. I hope that helps, okay? So is there a question for Raza? Let's have a look. There you are, honey. Thank you. How does Noen feel about reunion with me after the conversation yesterday? We were frozen and spoke only about our work project. So how does he feel? How does he really feel? Heart to heart, he wants to have this conversation, even though it was surface level, because you were talking about work. He wants to have that conversation. He's saying, you have no idea how much I love you. That's how he feels about you. He loves you. You have no idea. You have no idea how much I love you, okay? And he's saying loneliness. I may be surrounded by friends and family, but deep down I feel misunderstood. So what he wants you to know is no matter who he's around, whether it's at work, at home, people around him, he feels lonely. You're the one who understands him. When he's talking to you, he feels understood, he feels seen, he feels heard, he doesn't feel lonely. And that's what he wants to tell you. So I do feel the opportunity will come up again where you can have a heart-to-heart conversation. What else does he want you to know? Yeah, we've got victory and victory stance. So I feel he's going to do this. He's going to take action to you. He's going to say, let's sit down and talk, or he's going to take action towards it. Okay, and it's important that you stand in your power right now and you know your own truth. But there's going to be a victory stance. So I feel this is very much about taking action to have this conversation. I hope that helps, okay? We've got Maria, thank you for the donation. This for Maria Rodriguez. Why do I feel imprisoned and stuck always? Because you and your twin are one. Okay, so you're feeling what he's feeling. Will my DM be released soon? So again, listen to what you're saying. Why do I feel imprisoned and stuck? Will my DM be released soon? So because you feel like he needs to be released, whether that's from something physical or emotional, you're mirroring that too. So you're feeling that way. But you can free yourself from feeling that way by choosing to look at things differently now. Breathing yourself back into the moment. And whenever we feel imprisoned or stuck, we're allowing the mind to control. So the way you move out of the mind is through breathing yourself back into the present moment. Am I supposed to repeat the cycle of helping him? What do I need to learn? I feel that you've got to trust him to find his way. So you said it's a cycle I've been repeating of helping him. You've got to trust him to help himself. You help him through just being you and your energy. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. So whatever way you need to let go of that right now is what you need to do. Because he's got and I talk about this in an upcoming reading, okay? He's got the capability of making these changes. Okay, but if you're constantly there helping him, he's not going to do it by himself. So he's saying, what do I need to learn? To let go, to surrender, to trust him, to find his own way out, to trust him to deal with it himself, to trust that he is a grown man and he can deal with it. Okay? And you're saying the karmic situation is done. Will he come home to me soon? Are we okay? So I feel you've got to learn to trust more that yes, you're okay. The universe is willing this into being. So I feel that you are definitely learning to let go of the control. And that's really what we have to learn as a divine feminine, to let go of control, to trust in God. So the angel's saying to you, be proud of how far you've come because you've achieved so much. Think about how you are now and how you were perhaps a year ago or 5 years ago. You've evolved so much. And what your twin is saying is, you'd be so proud of me if you knew how far I've come. So really the message is to know he's been accomplishing a lot. It may not seem that way on the surface, but inside himself and everything he's been doing, he's been growing and evolving. So he's saying, you'd be so proud of me if you knew. So you've got to be proud of him right now and trust him to do the right thing. He's being guided by angels, remember. He's got his own guides around him. So what's the guidance for you? The guidance for you is Star Brothers. It says, and I feel this Star Brothers is also a huge sign of the masculine collective knowing what they need to do. Okay, so you have to trust that he has guides around him, and I feel he's got masculine energy around him guiding him. So this could be Jesus assisting him, Archangel Michael, like masculine energy around him guiding him. And you're being protected always. He is loyal to you and you are safe. You're being guided to trust in the Horus energy, which is also about power and understanding. You may see birds. So what I'm connecting with here is the whole message for you is you need to trust. You need to trust in the love, trust in you, trust in him, and trust in God. And trust that everything will be okay, because it will be. I hope that helps. Okay, you're saying, will he come home to me soon? Have we got any timelines for this? Or anything you need to be aware of? You've just got to be you. If you're confident in you, if you find this trust, things are going to move forward quickly. So I haven't got a timeline. It's up to you. Okay, so and I'm not saying it's not up to him, because he's got to choose his own self and everything else. But from your perspective, get confident with you, start trusting in the universe and yourself, and trusting that when you feel good about you, and you can do this through affirmations, you'll feel better. You'll feel stronger, you'll feel more at peace. That's what the angels want you to work on. Believe in yourself, okay? And we've got Marge, thank you for the donation. Or M-A-J-E, I hope I've said it right. Marge. So, hello Liz, I'm currently making personal changes for myself. Can you give me guidance and clarity for my path? Okay, so first of all, let's connect with that. Personal changes. So you're changing your perspective. And that's a really powerful thing. It says, remember that really none of this matters. If you zoom out, you recognize that sometimes we worry about small things when we don't need to. So common ground. So what I feel is if you zoom out, you're going to understand things better. See things in a higher way, observe. Because a lot of the time we worry about such small things that we don't need to worry about at all. It says, will my papers still be accepted? I just recently got over thinking about my DM. He seems distant, but I focus on me. So again, it's about remembering that none of it matters in the grand scheme of things because you are meant to be. So whenever you're worrying about, it will be a small thing, really. Okay, you've got to remember your own independence and strength right now, confidence in who you are. So I feel this is showing you that you're going to be okay because you're holding the coin as well there. So independence, you've got it. Whatever you need, you'll be given it. When you have confidence, that's why you got the peacock there. So I feel you're going to be okay. So obviously saying, will my papers still be accepted? I'll connect with that now. But I feel what this is showing you is, regardless of what happens or doesn't happen, you're going to be okay because you were supported and protected. And there's a lot of healing energy taking place around you right now. So I feel Archangel Raphael is guiding you. So will your papers be expected? Very likely, yes, because there's going to be an adjustment. This could also be a move, moving towards what you want. So I definitely feel the answer there is yes, or it's going to be okay regardless, whatever these papers are, because there's going to be some kind of move that's going to move you in the right direction. And everything you're doing right now, all these personal changes are the right things for you because they're helping you to zoom out of your life, to gain a fresh perspective, to see things in a higher way. And I don't feel your twin is distant. It's just, he's busy with other things right now. So he may not be giving you attention. Yeah, he's focused on work. He may not be giving you the attention perhaps you want. And that's why you feel he's distant. But he isn't. He's focused on work. So this could be career, his job, or doing the inner work on himself. Remember, distance is illusion. Separation is illusion. Quietness is illusion. You are one. So keep doing what you're doing and have faith in my life. I'm lovable. So it's like God is saying to you, you deserve all the wonderful things you're asking for. You just have to have faith. I hope that helps, okay? Laurie Wu, thank you for the donation. Message from David and the angels on what's coming in May. Okay, so what do you need to know from the angels today? What do you need to know from the angels? What's coming in May? What's coming in May? Get all your cards first. And what does David want you to know? Okay, this is your card here, okay? And this card. Okay, I feel there's way too many. I'm guided to the ones that guided me to here, okay? So first card from David is masculine. I feel empowered. So he said, I feel empowered to overcome my denial. Okay, he said, I'm trying to distract myself from the truth. I know it's not working, so I'm stepping into my power. So I feel he's overcoming his fears. He's saying, I'm healing my inner child and I don't have much to offer right now. So he knows he needs to step into his masculine power. So part of him is feeling empowered. The other part of him is in fear. So I feel it's like, again, that inner battle between the higher self and the lower self, the higher self and the ego. Because what he's saying is our love has roots. Our love has deep roots. I can't deny this love, even if I try and distract myself from it. I just don't have much to offer right now. So again, it's like knowing that he's got to be in the right energy to give to you. And that's what he's working on. So in May, keep working on what you're manifesting. So again, you may not see results, but you are manifesting results. So keep working on your dreams, your desires, visualization. Keep believing and having faith. He hasn't got much to offer you right now, but give him time and he will. And I feel there's a shift here between now and July. Now, your angels are saying to you, you've got to loosen your grip. Remember this about letting go. Finding other ways to deal with this. Spiritual practices, breath work, letting go, letting God in. Like I said, if you feel there's a void there, where that void is, let God in. Fill up your own cup. Because he will become empowered and step into his masculine power. Half of him is already there. He just needs to deal with the rest. So he's going to come forward towards you when he's got things he can offer to you. And that's what's being manifested. So really the energy of May is, and you're saying, what's May bringing towards me? What's coming towards me in May? What are you manifesting? These are things coming towards you. They may not be coming in May, but they are coming. So you have to have faith in that, okay? But really the most important thing is to let go and surrender, to detach. And they give me fear, and that may cause fear. I hope that helps, okay? And thank you for the donation, honey. May I get a message from Frank in his silence and advice? I'm not going to contact him. Well, that's good. Keep reminding yourself of that. If you need to do something so you don't do it, like delete his number or, get rid of his contact so it's not as easy to do it. Because if you have a moment of weakness and you reach out, you may regret it, okay? So you may want to take precautions in that way. So, if you feel like it's getting a bit too much. So what he's saying is, I don't want to hurt you anymore. So again, this is why he's waiting for the right time, because he doesn't want to cause you any pain. And he's saying, when I block you, I block myself from the best thing that's ever happened to me, and I'm dealing with my fears. You have to trust me. So you may feel like he's blocking you out right now. So I'm not saying he's blocked you on a device, or it's like he's keeping silence, he's keeping stum, because he wants to come in at the right time. Remember, we've talked about his healing process. So he's saying, you have to trust me and never forget you. Remember that. So he hasn't forgotten you. He's constantly thinking about you. But this right now is also a test of your faith and a test of your trust. This is like, remember, a lesson for you as well. Because the more you have faith, the quicker things will move forward. He said, I will unblock you soon because you've done nothing wrong. So I don't feel he's blocked you. It's more he's not around you. So he's pushing you away, which feels like a block. And he's saying, I'll unblock you soon. You've done nothing wrong. So really what he's saying to you, Anne, is it's not your fault why I'm silent. You've done nothing wrong. So forgive yourself for anything. Have faith, because he's just waiting for the right time. Because he doesn't want to hurt you. He's never forgotten you. You just have to trust him. So the lesson you're learning right now is to trust. Okay, to have faith. So you've got, giving up the illusions and commitment. So you'll move into the commitment once the illusion is gone. And right now, the illusion is you feel like he doesn't care about you, or he's forgotten you, or it's over, or whatever you think. And that's an illusion. So you've got to give up that illusion to move into a commitment. And obviously he's dealing with his own stuff too. But from your perspective, because remember, you can't control him, but you can control what you're doing. So if you give up the illusion of fear and stress and struggle and start breathing and having faith instead and remembering your own worth, that's how things are going to move forward. Because we've got inadequacy. Yeah, he doesn't feel worthy of your love. That's what he's really going through. That's the real fear. He's saying, I'm running away because I feel unworthy of your love. So he's getting right with being worthy of you. He's working on self-worth. And that's through self-love and connecting with himself. So he feels inadequate compared to you. And you may mirror that at times too. So just have faith. And I know you want to know when. And we spoke about maybe, an important one. So we've got a timeline for this moving forward. Summer. Okay, which is really what we're moving towards now. I mean, it's spring here in the UK. But yesterday and today, it's like, it's 24 degrees here. You can tell I got the sun yesterday. I thought I got sunstroke. I was in it for that long. I may not look tan to anyone, on camera, but I feel it myself. Look, caught the sun for me. That's big for me. So it's already summer, really. So it's all happening now. So you just have to be patient. What's the card at the bottom? It's going to take a while for the loyalty to come in, as in the commitment, maybe. Perhaps if you're thinking about marriage, or if you're looking at it that way, it may feel like it's taking a while. But I don't feel it is actually taking a while at all. It's just because you feel that way. When you're waiting for something, it feels like forever. But it isn't. And that's what you need to remember. It's all happening on God's time. I hope that helps, okay? Cece Lynn, thank you for the donation. Hi Liz, how does my love feel today? I feel my love so close and his energy is more and more heavy. So again, you can feel it going harder and harder for him to stay where he is. That's what you're picking up on. He's saying to you, our connection is so intense that it sometimes scares me. My feelings for you overwhelm me. Please reassure me by taking things slow and patiently. This will help me feel comfortable with the changes that are happening. So the changes are happening. It's just happening slowly. And you're learning patience. you're learning to trust and have faith in the timing. So the changes are coming. 555. You may see dragonflies. When I was at Alton Towers the other day with our soul sister Vicky, a dragonfly came right in between us and was just hovering there, and it was so powerful. Like, it's the closest I'd seen one for ages. Big sign of change. And that was when we just come off the Wicker Man and scared ourselves senseless on a roller coaster. So again, when you make changes, you get rewarded. So I feel guilt over my situation. So he feels guilty about walking away. He feels guilt over causing pain, but he knows he can't remain there. And that's the heaviness you're feeling. I hope that helps, okay? Stephanie, thank you for the donation. Hi, Liz, is lust the only reason C wants to meet? I'm afraid they will only use me instead of having sincere conversation about our feelings. Well, first of all, no one can use you without your own permission. So you have the power and the strength and the capability to put a boundary down. So I don't feel it's all about lust, but I feel if you feel that way, they give me a block there, then either don't meet him or put your boundaries up when you do meet him. And I know how hard it is because, when I see my twin, I have to sit on my hands to stop myself from touching him. Okay, but I also know when I have to put my own boundaries down. That's something I'm learning in my own journey, okay? So you're saying, I'm afraid he'll only use me. Well, you have a choice. Are you going to allow him to use you then? Are you going to allow him to have access to your body in that way if you feel you need to put a boundary down and make it more about the emotions and the love? So I don't feel it's just about that, but I feel, again, when he's around you, he can't help himself. And that's why sometimes it goes into that when we know we should be not allowing it to, if that makes sense. So he can't keep his hands off you. That's all it is. Okay? He has to restrain himself. It's a lot like that when you're both together. The passion is very intense. Okay, so he wants to move forward. He wants to open up. He just may get distracted by your body. The fact that he can't resist you, he's attracted to you. So I don't feel it's all about lust, but he can't help himself. Okay, so I'll try and have compassion. He wants to be free. He said, I don't want to hide any longer. He doesn't want to hide this. He doesn't want to be, just coming and going in that way. He said, I'm more sensitive than you think. So I don't feel it's just that why he wants to meet, but he can't help himself. That's all it is. It's the power of the attraction. But you're saying, I want to have a sincere conversation. That's really what you want. So if that's what you want, then put your boundaries down. It's really up to you. The angel's saying it's up to you what happens because you've got your own, your own sense of free will. It's not like, I'm just going to go with the flow and whatever happens. I'm afraid of losing him, so I'm just going to give my body to him. If you don't want it to go down that path, then don't allow it to go down that path. Perhaps bring something up instead. But he is sensitive, and I feel he does want to show his emotions. I feel he may be a little bit afraid, though, of that. We've got approval and angelic presence. So the angels will help you. So if you need strength to put your boundaries up, the angels will help. You can also say to God, if that's all he wants, then create a block, please. Okay, create a delay. And God will sort it out, okay? Because I feel that he wants approval as well. He may feel like when he's been intimate with you or when he's, been with you in that way, he feels like, his self-worth increases in a way. He feels good about himself. He feels strong. He feels, masculine. So, but it really is up to you. The guidance I need to share with you is this is a test of your boundaries. And it's about you knowing your lessons too. It's not just about what he's doing. It's about what you're learning at the same time. Okay, and how far do you want it to go? So if you want it to be different than what perhaps it's been before, you've got to do something different to make that happen. I hope that helps, okay? Priansa, thank you for the donation. Angel number 414, meaning positive or negative. There is no negatives when you see a sign, or an angel number, because it's all about perception. So first of all, number 4 is about protection from heaven. It's about being protected. And 1 is a new beginning. So it's like the angel saying to you, as you move towards a new beginning, you're being protected. The fact that number 1 is between 2 4s, when I'm connecting with your energy directly, is a sign that you are cocooned in love and support. You are supported, you're protected, you are safe. Especially if there's issues around communication. because you're being surrounded by angels. Imagine you're the number one, and you are number one. That's also what you're being reminded, that you are number one. So you have to treat yourself accordingly and allow others to treat you that way, because how we treat ourselves is what we teach others to treat us that way. So you're number one, and you are protected by angels. So imagine you're standing there and you have angels all around you. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, to make yourself number one, to put yourself first, to think about you a bit more. So if you ever want to know about numbers, if you go to like a book like this one, Angel Numbers by Carl Gray. So this may resonate with you, but I feel that's what I need to share with you for you, why you're seeing it, okay? But this message is saying to you through this book, it says, your angels are reminding you of their presence. Trust that in any experience you have, or the experiences that you are having, are connecting you with the divine. So really that's just saying everything you're going through has purpose and value and meaning. So everything you're going through right now, whatever you're experiencing right now, you are protected and safe. But I feel you need to know, if you put yourself first, you're going to move towards a new beginning, and that new beginning is being protected right now until it's the right time to move forward. I hope that helps, okay? Crystal, thank you for the donation. Message from Daniel on what's coming in May. So what does Daniel want you to know? Let's use these cards. What does Daniel want you to know? So there's an opportunity coming in May, okay? Now, he's telepathically communicating with you right now. This card just flew over here. Hang on a minute. So there's going to be an opportunity to move towards you, because I've had to get up out of my seat to get that card. Okay, so that's a huge sign he's going to take action. There's going to be some kind of action. So he's saying, will you let me in if I approach you? I definitely feel he's going to take action. Okay, now this is what's coming in May. So this is what's moving towards you. So don't worry about when. Doesn't really happen if it happens now or on the 31st of May or the 1st of June. It doesn't matter whether it's in May or not. This is happening. So there's an opportunity coming in for him to approach you. And I feel he's telling you that through telepathy right now. Can you feel me when I'm kissing you? Now, yesterday's reading was about kissing, wanting to make out, feeling the energy of the kiss, the true love's kiss. So I feel he wants to come forward to kiss you, and there's going to be an opportunity to make a memory in that way. And I feel he's thinking about you. He's saying, I've never forgotten you. So if you've kissed before, he's thinking about that. Okay? He's thinking about that, and he's letting you know through telepathy. You may have a dream, a fantasy, he's thinking about this. So he's trying to work out how to approach you because he wants to kiss you. So I feel if you watch that reading I shared last night, it will really resonate with you, okay, about wanting to make out. And he does want commitment. So commitment is coming in May, where he may feel more committed than it was. So I'm not saying he's going to say, oh, let's get into a relationship in May. I feel it's just you're going to feel there's more commitment coming from him. Yeah, look at this. I'm preparing to come forward, okay? Same message. You are a part of me. I can always feel you. Telepathy. Okay? I want a new life with you, and that's what I'm thinking about. So something is moving towards you in May to have an opportunity to connect and to bring in a commitment. Okay, so what's coming in May? That's what's coming. I just want to connect again. Yeah, again, this about you standing up for what you believe in. Knowing your own worth and value, fighting for what you want. And I feel he's going to fight through whatever he needs to fight through to come to you, overcoming his challenges. So again, this could be between now and July. So obviously the opportunities are coming in between now and July. I hope that helps, okay? Priansa, thank you for the donation. Love life or career in May 2025. So what's coming in love life in May? What's coming in love life in May, and what's coming in career in May. Obviously, it's May now, and I feel that's your answers, and these are clarifiers. So, in love, again, 7 of Wands. Fight for what you want. Stand up for what you want. Know what you want. Don't back down. So, this is about you not settling for less than you deserve. So, you may feel like you're fighting for something in May. So, you may need to breathe a little bit more and relax. Let me get a clarifying card around that. So, I feel you may need to let go a little bit and not try so hard. And you've got messengers. So there could be a communication coming in. Serious energy bringing harmony and balance. And I do feel what your person wants you to know is, whomever this is, whether it's someone you're aware of or someone you haven't met yet, but I feel this is someone you're aware of, they are going to fight for you. There just needs to be balance and harmony. Okay, so I definitely feel the fighting for balance and harmony. So balance and harmony is coming into your love life, but not necessarily in May. Okay, because this is something that's shifting forward from July. So again, then you can see balance and harmony in your connection just by seeing it that way. So in career, better times ahead. Whatever you've been going through in your career, any challenges, you're going to feel smoother about things, especially moving into June. So May could still be a challenge for you, but moving towards June, July, things getting easier. So clarifying cards, yeah, make sure you're focusing on love and the good things, gratitude instead of things you haven't got. You may be impatient. Okay, so you've got to let go of the when things are going to happen, especially around your twin or around your divine masculine here. So I feel if you breathe yourself into harmony and balance, you're going to have a much easier June and July. That's the message. I hope that helps, okay? Bina, great to see you. Thank you for the donation. Hi, Liz. Finally, property dispute is resolved and received my share of funds today. That's good to know. Any guidance from my angels on my finances? Can I have a message from my DM? So what do you need to know about your finances? What do you need to know? No, it's already yours, and I feel you manifested this. So it says abundance and financial flow is all about mindset. If you believe that you have it, then you will. So anything you're still trying to manifest, believe, and then you'll receive. And I feel that's definitely a reason why you've been able to deal with this, or why this has come into your reality. What else do you need to know about your finances? Okay, yeah, it's about knowing that cup is coming, what you believe you receive. So I feel this about you manifesting and visualizing to attract it in. It's coming to you. It may right now, whenever you want, be in the other realms, but it's like in your vortex, but it's being drawn to you. So it's coming to you. What you think about, remember, you bring about. So what does your DM want to say to you? Let go of fear. Okay, so you've got to let go of your fears because he's releasing his fears. You are safe with me. And it's like he wants you to know that, you know. He's saying, have no fear of making mistakes. Nothing you do or say will ever make me stop loving you. There are no mistakes on this journey, only lessons, soul growth. It's safe to be vulnerable with me. And I feel this is more on the 5D. He wants you to know that. He's working out how to be vulnerable. They give me heart chakra activation. Yeah, they give me like palpitation there. Look at this. I'm preparing to come forward because he's got palpitations. He's saying you mean more to me than anyone ever has, and I'm learning what that means. So remember, it's soul growth. But he's preparing to come forward. His heart is beating fast right now because he's trying to understand how to express himself. I hope that helps, okay? Give me fear. Yeah, a little bit of fear there being released as well. We've got Justinta, thank you for the donation. Liz, why am I missing peace so badly? Because he's also missing you. And because you're in this anxiety and you need to breathe yourself back into the now. Mum just told me we have to go into the city where Pete works today. So again, it could be that as well. Will I get better from the ascension symptoms? Seeing 555 almost every day. So 555 is asking you to be okay because you're going through changes. And that's why you're going through ascension. So 555 is giving you attention to say you're going through a change right now, and that's okay. You'll be okay. So as soon as you go into fear, recognize you need to breathe yourself into the now. Call on Archangel Raphael and Jesus to bring in a healing and affirm, I am safe. I am safe. I am safe. And it will calm you down, okay? So what do you need to know? Yeah, manifestation. Your manifestations, your dreams are manifesting. Things are coming true. So remember, if you're in fear and you're worried all the time, that's what you're going to be bringing more in of. Because what you focus on grows. Okay, so, and it's a cold. It's not like you're going to, it's not like you're going to die. Put it that way. You've got to start looking at things differently. There's going to be a surprise. You could well see, but if you do, it will be a surprise. I want to surprise you, spontaneity. And obviously, this has just been sprung on you that you're going to go to the city. Okay, so you can also visualize running into it. But understand this, if you're meant to see him, you will. If you're not, you won't. But if you do, it will be a surprise. It will take you by surprise. So are you going to run into him? Are you going to see him today? This may have been something you've been manifesting. Highs and lows, ups and downs. They're not giving me a yes or a no, because if you do, it needs to be a surprise. But I feel you're going to feel emotional. So you're going to feel him anyway. So don't be surprised today if you have all kinds of weird emotions, highs and lows, ups and downs. You feel excited one minute, sad the next. It's all connected because he's going to sense you as well. Okay, so what I really want to do is bring an affirmation for you in to calm you down. Okay, what do you need to affirm today? What do you need to affirm today to feel calm? Affirm, I'm confident in who I am. So when you remember your power, you know you can achieve anything, you can overcome anything, you can deal with anything, and you can certainly deal with a cold, okay? So remember your power. You are source energy, having a spiritual, loving, human experience. So affirm, I'm confident. I'm confident in who I am. I remember my power. Hold your head up high. Hold your head up high. That's what you need to do. And you're saying no cold. Yeah, no cold. There you go. So you're not, if you think you're going to have it, you're going to manifest it in. So if you do get one, you've manifested it. See it that way. Okay, I had a cold during Good Friday. Well, it's upgrades anyway. So a cold is a cold. It's not going to kill you. Okay, so remember, this is all people, media and everything else with the C word and, all these things. You've just got to remember that you are safe and that you are strong and your body knows what it's doing. So you've got to trust yourself a bit more, I think. I hope that helps, okay? Yeah, you need to calm down because when you're stressed out, your body is out of... It's disrupted, it's chaotic. Your body isn't at ease, and then you bring dis-ease into your body. So if you calm your mind, then you have a calm body, okay? Nia, thank you for the donation. Hi Liz, what's the message for me today? So what's the message for Nia today? What's the message for Nia? What's the message? So guidance for you today is the Seas of Mintaka. Wow. Seeking potential. So see today as an opportunity to grow, to see adventure everywhere you go, to feel excited about life. It says bringing unconsciousness to the light. So you may have some aha moments today, some realizations, some epiphanies. Things may make a bit more sense. Or maybe you're becoming more aware that your twin is feeling that way. So things are making sense to you today. You're seeing potential everywhere, opportunities, seeing things differently, you're raising your vibration. I feel this is a really good day for you because you're in a good energy. What else do you need to know today? What else do you need to know? We've got relaxation for those challenged to relax. So if you feel you can't calm down or maybe you're on high alert, just relax your body. You may feel today, Cheryl's face is funny in this car because she's kind of like, you may have a shock, a realization, or you may just feel like you've got 100 things going on. So find some time to relax today if you can, especially if you're challenged to relax, which means you may have a busy day, you may be on the go, you may be doing 100 things at once, or your mind may be busy with other things. So you must make time to relax, especially if you feel it's a challenge to relax. I hope that helps, okay? You can relax by going for a walk or having a nice relaxing bath or doing some meditation. But ultimately, you're going to receive things in. I've got a donation that's been deleted by a moderator there. Donna, can you let me know what that's about, please? It's between Nihar and Varsha. So I do apologise to whoever's donated, and I can't see what that is about. I can't see anything on there. So, Donna, can you let me know if that was, if you did that purposely or, what happened there? If you just let me know, and then you know if it was meant to be deleted or not, or if you know what it is or who it is. It was Musa, Ashwini. I don't know if you're talking to Justinta or you're talking... It's Ashwini. It was Musa's... Okay, do you know what the question was, Ashwini? Thank you, honey. No, it wasn't you, Yashi. I'm just asking Donna there. So what was Musa's question? So Musa, thank you for donating. I'm sorry it got deleted there. Sometimes the chat's going up so quick. The moderators click on by accident and can delete things. It's easy done, okay? So what I'll do is I'll pull you a card. I'm just looking in the chat if I can see any questions. Does anyone know what Musa, or if Musa's there right now, what your question is? But I'll pull you a card. What I'll do, I'll answer Varsha and give you time to put your question in. or anyone to let me know. And if not, just pull your card, okay? So I'm going to do Varsha first. So Varsha says, GD's feelings and next action, is he dating Vinny now? Okay, so what's GD feeling? Okay, what's GD feeling? So GD's saying to you, I'm letting go of what's no longer serving me. Okay, so there's a cycle completing out right now in their life, because that's what they need to do. Their next action is to let go of what's not serving them. Now, I'm not connecting with Vinny or anyone else around GD. What I'm feeling around GD is he needs to be on his own, or he needs to close something out. So he's not thinking about anybody else. Even if he is with someone else right now, I'm not feeling it's what he's focusing on. He needs to end a cycle. The wood snake is helping him to let go of anything not serving him. So he's looking at his life and processing what needs to go. And that's his next action. Okay, that's what he's dealing with. And again, you're learning to trust him, to feel at peace right now, to find strength within your own self. What else is going on? Okay, we've got seen signs. He's also seen signs about you. And I feel you're seeing signs about him to buoy your faith at this time. So instead of worrying about who he's dating or what he's doing, focus on the signs that are coming to you and why. Focus on what you're being shown by the universe, because he is taking action towards releasing. Anything that needs to go, that's what he's working on right now, okay? So let's do another message. Yeah, trust your intuition. You have to listen to your intuition. He's being guided as well to listen to his intuition, to take action to you, but it's more about what he needs to let go of. And this could be Vinny, it could be anyone else. But I feel he's releasing things to be free, okay, to be able to pursue what he truly wants, which is you, and that's what he's being guided to do. And you know that in your intuition, it's only your ego that brings up fear. That's the message. And I want to pull him a message from you to you as well. What does he want to say to you? I'm communicating with you through music. So he is talking to you right now through music. Songs, lyrics of songs, certain music you may overhear. So he's communicating with you through music. So pay attention to those songs, okay? So I'm going to do a card for, was it Musa, did we say? Yeah, it was for Musa. So Musa isn't there. So I'm going to, well, Musa may have been timed out, you see, so may not be able to put a question in. So I do apologise, Musa, okay? It's a mistake. So let's do you a card, just something you need to know right now. And sometimes that's better than when you ask a question. So we've got perspective. So it feels like you just need to have a look at things in a different way right now. Look at something differently, to recognise there's a lesson in what you're going through, to see things in a higher way. So you respond with love to what's going on, not reacting with fear or worry or triggers. And it says none of this matters. Zoom out, common ground. So what that really means is whatever you're worrying about right now, stressing over, it doesn't really matter. You know, the angels say sometimes we worry about things that are small fry instead of big fry, which means we worry too much about the little things instead of praying for help or giving it to God. Because it's saying it doesn't matter. If you zoom out, you'll see it differently. Everything's going to be okay. You just need to gain common ground. So if this is with a person, okay, you just have to remember that things are aligning. So it may not be the right time for you to come together. You're always being protected. But the big message is whatever it is you're stressing about or worrying about, if you rise up, you'll see things differently. I hope that helps, okay? Ashwini, thank you for the donation. 3D message from him. And thank you for letting me know what was going on in the chat there. So we've got, I want to make the right decision. This is what he's contemplating. Okay, I want to make the right decision. So you know what that is. You know what the decision is. He's got to choose himself, but he's also got to free himself up. So he's saying, I'm taking my time, I'm contemplating to do it right because I want to make the right decision. That means so he doesn't leave and then regret it or think he's done something wrong. So this is why it's taking time. Okay, because it's a big decision that's going to change his whole life. And also he knows he wants to apologise to you and he's offering you an apology right now. And it says an apology may be offered from a place of courage to right a wrong of the past. So he's also looking to, and he's doing this in May, it says an apology may. Okay, so he's finding the courage in May to come forward and apologise. Someone was unable to show up from a place of authenticity or maturity. They have been shown their, what they've been through. They've been shown. It's not like he's had an epiphany. about what he needs to do. He's been shown that he's hurt your heart and he's hurt himself in the process, and he knows he needs to apologise to you to move forward with integrity. And he also needs to apologise to his karmic partner and to himself for this injustice that's been done to all parties. And that's what he needs to do. He's contemplating how to apologise, to offer an apology to you, to her, to anyone else he may have hurt in the process, to make a change. So have we got any timelines around this coming in? It's all happening in May that he's deciding this. Yeah, there is delayed messages for now. So there's still more delays in communication for now, but it's all happening for a reason, because he knows he needs to make the right decision. He knows he needs to get divorced, and he knows he needs to come to you. So it's blocked right now, but it is changing. I hope that helps, okay? Liz, the right thing is going out right. Coming out. But yeah, that's what I've just said. Okay, creating that divorce. Okay, so that the dreams can come true. There's a divorce card. So he can come through with you and the dream come true. Okay, but you've got to trust that he knows what he needs to do. He wants to apologise to you and to her and to anyone else for all the disruption. I hope that helps, okay? So he's doing it the right way. You've got to respect him for doing it the right way and taking his time to do it the right way and not just causing a big tower, you know. Cat T, thank you for the donation. Hi Liz, can I please get a message from my person about how he feels towards me and how things are going with the karmic? So how does he feel towards you? He's saying to you, I'm healing my inner child. So he's got inner wounds that he's healing, and he will be healing those wounds in that karmic situation as well. So that will be triggering something. That could be connected with kids. It could be connected with just needing to take control, you know, to, instead of kind of being childlike, he's got to take control and step into, you know, the masculine role. And he said, I'm trying to distract myself from the truth. So it's like when he's in that karmic situation, he tries to get on with it and just live his, you know, day-to-day life, distracting himself from the truth that he loves you and he wants you, but it doesn't work. So because the roots run deeper. But this is also connected with an inner childhood wound. So what's the inner childhood wound? How is the inner child affected by this or with this? What do we need to know about the inner child? Unity. We've got unity, we've got hope, and we've got prosperity. So really what I'm feeling with here is, where he is, he doesn't feel like he's in union, because he's not. Union is with you. And he's like he's lost all hope, and he doesn't feel prosperous either. So what I'm connecting with is, he needs to heal his inner child to feel hopeful again. To feel like he can create things in his life, because health and wealth, it's all his birthright. Feels like he's lost a part of himself in that karmic situation, that he finds again through the connection with you. And when he's with you, okay, he feels stronger. So what I'm really getting with is like the part of him that is hopeful and joyful and happy is repressed in that karmic situation, and it just causes him a world of pain. Okay, so he's getting to the root of things. Yeah, and this he knows it's over with that person, this karmic situation. This is pointless, it's over. So he'll sit there at night thinking, why am I here? This is pointless. Why am I trying to distract myself from the truth? That he knows where his heart is. And the reason why is because the person he's with is a good person. Okay, and you may not see it that way, but remember, you know, that everyone has good parts of them and bad parts of them. But ultimately what your twin is looking at is, this person is a good person in some ways and deserves someone better. And they're also struggling with ending it because they're a good person. But what they're saying is, to this karmic partner, you are a good person. You deserve someone better than me. Because I don't feel like a good person here. Because I'm in love with someone else. Okay? And it's the fear of letting this person down or hurting this person. And of course, those fears will come up into his mind about you. That you're a good person. You may deserve someone better. So really what he's doing is he's not feeling like a good person himself. That's what he's struggling with, okay? So what's his karmic struggle? He's struggling with causing pain. That's what's going on with him, okay? So he's saying, trying to make it work means it doesn't. things should happen naturally. So he's trying to make it work in his own way, and it doesn't work. He's saying it's pointless. Why am I here? Thank you for our beautiful children. I couldn't have made them without you. So if there's kids involved, he's very aware of the memories and the wonder and the magic that's brought into his life. But he's tired of wearing a mask. It's all a mask. It's pointless. I'm tired of wearing a mask around you, around everyone. Yeah, there are kids. So, and that's also connected with his inner child. It's like his children will bring out his inner child, but nothing else does. Okay, he's miserable there. As much as he loves the kids, he knows it's pointless and over. And I feel that's another reason why he sees his partner as a good person. Because of the kids. It's all to do with the kids. But he's tired of wearing a mask. So he is going to end this. You've just got to give him time, you know. So you're asking, are they going to separate? Are they going to separate? This is obviously his big lesson. He's struggling. He's asking you to not give up. He's really struggling with this. He's struggling with causing pain. Okay, he doesn't want you to give up. He's not going to... He just, at the moment, he feels like he hasn't got the strength or the courage to do it right now. But that's what he's building up to, because he's saying, I don't want to wear a mask anymore. I know it's pointless. It's over. But he's so afraid of causing pain. So during this May, you've got to have patience with him. And I feel you've got to have patience between May and September. So it could well come in after September. So I don't see any big changes happening until September. And that's why he's asking you to be patient with him. Don't give up on our love, he's saying to you. Okay, let me just pull you one more card. Because, you know, it's just about trusting, really, and knowing that it's divine timing. I mean, I know exactly how you feel. I'm in the same situation. It sucks, okay? And what he's saying is, I'm sleeping on the sofa, so there's nothing going on in the bedroom, so let that put your mind at rest, okay? I don't want to talk to anyone right now, give me time. So he's in his head. Okay, he's in his head, he's trying to work it out, doesn't want to talk to anyone, because he's trying to gather the courage to cause this pain. And the thing is, it will be short-lived pain anyway. It's just, he's making it all 100 times worse in his head than it needs to be. I hope that helps, okay? Patricia, thank you for the donation. Hi, Liz, I have a message from A. So what does A want to say to you today? What does he want to say? Look at that. The cards just came out like that. Powerful. I'm too angry right now. Let me cool down. He's mad at himself about something. He's researching the connection. So he's definitely doing some spy work or sleuth work. They showed me a squirrel. And you know when squirrels are fast? It always gives me that... like, you know the Mission Impossible music, doom, 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 like squirrels running around. They show me that in my mind. So he's researching the connection and he's feeling angry. And I feel that's because he's angry at himself, because he may not be where he wants to be in his life. We've also got, I'm frustrated about what I've not achieved. He's angry and frustrated because he wants to do more and have more and be more. And he's mad at himself. He's not mad at you. He's mad at himself. I should have achieved more by now. I should have done this by now. I should be with you by now. So he's doing a lot of research to try and work out what his next steps are. So, and that's why he's saying, I'm angry, let me cool down. You're being protected from their energy right now. I hope that helps, okay? Zanab, thank you for the donation. Gerard's current feelings towards me at this moment and his next move, and what's he thinking about when I come on his mind? Fear. There's some fear there. Okay. Vulnerability, abandonment. He's dealing with these abandonment wounds. They're giving me a lot of fear there, okay? So he's saying, I've been waiting to tell you how much you mean to me, but I get vulnerable and afraid. So his next move and what he's thinking about is opening up to you. He's saying, I've been waiting, I've been wanting to tell you how much you mean to me, because the thought of losing you gives me anxiety. So when he's thinking about you, he gets anxious because he worries about you moving on or being with someone else. And he wants to tell you how much you mean to him so you don't move on. But he's afraid. He's holding himself back. So, he wants to tell you the truth. This is his next action. He wants to tell you the truth. He wants to be open and honest with you. That's what he wants. And that will lead to happiness. He's just got to find the strength to do it. Okay? And, he needs to complete a cycle. So when he opens up to you, it's going to move everything forward. It's just doing that. He's struggling with the doing, okay? So when is this going to happen? Because that's what he wants to do. So So we've got faster than you think this year. Stop obsessing. So very clear message. Let me see what this one is as well. If you stop worrying about this, or stop obsessing, which means thinking about it, what's he going to do, how's it going to happen, it's going to come in faster than you think. And it will happen this year. Let's see what the other one is. Yeah, divine timing is at play. Amazing, because in this deck there's so many timing cards, and you're being asked to relax and release the when, and then it will happen. So that's clearly something you're learning right now, to surrender. I hope that helps, okay? Marge, thank you for the donation. Is this man I'm seeing right now good for me? Okay. Does he have long-term plans for us? He changes subjects when we talk about future plans and commitments. So he may have commitment issues, or he may not know what's coming in the future. So is he good for you? And does he have long-term plans? Okay, so let's just see what else comes up if I shuffle these. Yeah, he's struggling with communicating something. So is he good for you? After a period of time, I feel he would be good for you. I do feel that in the Five of Swords, it's how you look at this card, okay? It's how you intuitively read it. And what I feel is he's walked all over people before. So it's so important that you have boundaries with this person if it's going to move forward. Because I feel that there could be a victory with this person. So in other words, you could have what you want with him, and he could be good for you. However, you've got to have your boundaries, because I feel he has walked on people before, and he has hurt people before, and he could easily hurt you. Okay, so let's see if he's got long-term plans. He's distant, he's a bit cold, a bit cool, because I feel that he's got abandonment wounds or commitment issues. It's nothing to do with you, and it's all to do with him, and that can cause pain, okay? So what he's saying is, I feel lost and confused, dark night of the soul. So really what this is about is he's met you, and you've changed the way he's looking at life. So this could well be a counterpart energy here, because you're triggering things in him that he has to face, like commitment and future. And he's got wounds around that. He's clearly got issues here because of things he's been through in his past, and he's going through a dark night of the soul. So if you try and look at it differently, like he's a confused little boy, then you won't get as upset about things perhaps not moving forward the way you want, or him not opening up the way you want him to, or then you won't get as frustrated because he said, I'm lost and confused. That's what's going on deep within him. In however he's acting, it's because he feels lost and confused. You've triggered some kind of dark night of the soul in him, so he can't open up yet about the future because he's lost and confused. He doesn't know what he wants himself. He knows what he feels about you. He feels different towards you than he has towards anyone else, but he's also afraid. So I feel you're going to perhaps know by the end of May. Okay, and I feel you've got to be patient with him right now. So if he finds his way, what then? You know, if he finds his way out of this confusion, again, we've got a bit of pain here. So there's potential here for pain. You know, I have to be honest and tell you what's coming through. I feel there could be a victory, but right now he doesn't know what he wants, and that's why he's back and forth in his head and why he's not opening up about future. So I feel if you want to be with him, you just got to take it slowly, allow things to unfold, not let anything upset you or trigger you or take anything personally. So make sure you're also filling up your own cup and you're doing stuff for yourself, maybe spending time with your friends, your family, so that you're not making it all about him. And let him find his way out of this darkness, because something could move forward with him between May and July. And obviously we're in May now, but I mean perhaps by the end of May to July. So it's more likely he's going to be able to talk about the future after July. So he could be going through some real healing right now as well. Let me bring you a card in for you actually. Guidance for you. What do the angels want you to do right now? So we've got use carnelian to recharge the sacral chakra, because the sacral chakra is also connected with frustration and healing frustrations. You may be frustrated with this. So if you use carnelian crystal, or you perhaps cleanse your sacral chakra, you may feel a bit better. We've got bring trust and safety in myrrh. So he may really be struggling with feeling safe in a commitment, and you bring trust and safety in. So you may be exactly what he needs right now. Open the heart to healing. So there could well be some heart activation taking place, and restore intimate harmony here. So definitely the passion is there. He desires you and he longs for you in that way, lusts for you and wants you. I feel he's just afraid of being hurt. So he's acting he's got all these barriers up that you may be helping him to bring down. I hope that helps, okay? Misty Blue, thank you for the donation, honey. Great to see you. And it's great to see everyone here. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button for me, guys. It really does help, okay? Misty says, I need an affirmation to calm me down. So let's do an affirmation for you to calm you down. I am safe. That's the affirmation that calms you down. 3 deep breaths in and out. Okay, I am safe. I am safe. I am exactly where I'm meant to be. I'm at peace with where I am. Everything is always working out for me. Those are affirmations that calm you down. You are desired, okay? So affirm I'm passionate and sexy. So obviously use the affirmation I've said to calm you down. But what you need to know, okay, is that you are passionate and sexy, that you are desired. And this may be something that you are healing within. So affirm it. I am passionate. I am sexy. I am desired. I am desirable. I am lovable. These are things to affirm. But ultimately, 3 deep breaths in and out. I am safe. I am calm. You know, I am relaxed. Whatever it is you want to say. And a great thing to do is record yourself saying affirmations and then listen to them as you fall asleep. And it brings power into your life. Because you may feel a bit defensive right now. You may feel like everyone's got an opinion or people are getting at you in some way. So breathe through that and know you are safe. They keep telling me you are safe. You know, and sometimes when you feel overwhelmed by things going on, whether it's at work or with other people or whatever, just go into the bathroom and go into the cubicle and calm your energy down. 3 deep breaths in and out in your mind. I am safe. I am safe. Okay, or sing a little song. You know that song, you're not a member, but I thought you were a member, but you're not a member of the channel. But I shared a little song of me singing, it's all going to be okay, you know. It's all going to be okay, you know. It's all going to be okay, you know. Okay? And I was just singing that because that was coming into my own mind. And I can't sing, but it's like the way you calm yourself down. Because it's all going to be okay, you know. I hope that helps, okay? Lisa, great to see you. Thank you for the donation. Morning, Liz. Hope you're well. I'm good, thank you, honey. Can I have a message from Amanda, please? Since our day out in London a week or so ago, she will message every day, but won't arrange get-together since, and I'm struggling. So she's clearly processing something since your last excursion, you know, going somewhere. Yeah, she's wearing a false mask to everyone else, and you make her feel naked. And that she's made her feel vulnerable. So whatever happened when you went out or the last time you had this interaction, it made her feel naked. She's saying, you see right through me and it freaks me out. Okay, so you will have seen through the mask. And she's always known you see through the mask, but something will have happened where she really was made aware of it and it's freaked her out. She said, I may seem happy on the outside, but on the inside I'm dying. So she's missed. You're definitely going to reconnect because it's just disconnected and reconnected. There's fear there. A lot of fear being released there. She's saying, I may, and again, may, which is about me. I may seem happy on the outside, but on the inside I'm dying. So she isn't happy without you right now. She's not happy where she is. She's wearing a mask and you see right through it. So the guidance I've got coming through is whatever happened between you on that particular day out in London, when you had that day out, something happened. Okay, I told her some own truths about her son taking advantage. Well, maybe that's where it is. You can see right through me and it makes me vulnerable. So she'll be processing that, okay? So what else is going on with it? Yeah, victim or perpetrators. Says both parties are healing victim consciousness within themselves. Wounds from childhood have been triggered and each person must search for empowerment to break the cycle. Now, you're talking about a son, okay? So I don't feel this is like you and her, this victim, like both parties. I don't feel this is you and her. I feel this is you and whatever's happened. So, for example, not you, sorry, her and a son. Okay, so you've told her some own truths about a son. And the message is both parties, so her, Amanda and her son are healing victim consciousness within themselves, wounds from childhood, and it's a son, have been triggered and each person must search for empowerment to break the cycle. So that's what I'm feeling. You've helped her to become aware of a cycle that needs to be broken, and that's what she's processing. And it's connected with that. Okay, that's what I've got coming through. Now, isn't it interesting, though, that you are mirrors? Okay, because you're also breaking certain cycles connected with your son and what you're going through. So really, this is mirrored energy here, where it says, again, listen to the message, Lisa, for you and your son. Both parties are healing victim consciousness within themselves. Wounds from childhood have been triggered, and each person must search for empowerment to break the cycle. So this could also be connected with Noah as well. So I feel there's a big healing taking place. So what does she want to say to you in the silence? What does she want to say? She's saying to you, I'm too angry right now, let me cool down. So it's made her mad. She's not mad at you, she'll be mad at herself. I'm angry, I need to cool down. You have to trust me. Okay, so again, remember, you're giving me tooth pain here. She's going to make the decision to reach out to you. And you may, like you're saying, you are messaging, but you're not arranging anything. So I feel you've just got to let her cool down. Perhaps don't try and initiate anything. Let her come to you when she's cooled down. Okay, so there's anger there, that's all it is. Let's do you a message from the angels. What do you need to know? We've got double mission, there you go. Light worker starseed, serve the world by being you. Double mission, I feel that's mirroring and coming to terms with things. Both of you are going through similar things in similar ways. I hope that helps, okay? But you are going to reconnect. You are communicative. I mean, you are going to come back together in the physical anyway. Just a matter of time. I hope that helps, okay? Alvin, thank you for the donation. Hi, Liz, it seems Kay has gone back into hermit mode, and I'm wondering whether I shared too much or something else is going on. Well, first of all, don't worry. Forgive yourself, because everything that came out needed to come out in that moment. Okay, so don't go over it in your mind thinking, oh, if only I'd done it this way, or if only I'd said that or not said that, because that'll keep you stuck in a cycle of pain. It's the ego's way of controlling the past. So what have we got here? We've got messenger. Sirius energy, bringing harmony and balance. So the hermit mode, or the fact that she's pulled away, or you're not together right now, whatever's going on, the silence, whatever it is a messenger of change. It's a big sign that harmony and balance has been restored. So it's a good thing. So don't see it as, oh, what's going on, or have I done something wrong? See it as it's needed protection, because it's going to bring harmony and balance in. And the Sirius energy is creating something. So something is being created right now through this silence. Okay, so what does she want to say? She said, I'm trying to heal my insecurities about the habits I have that you may not like. So there may be some habits she has that you may not like. And this isn't really about you at all. It's about her needing to heal certain habits she doesn't like in herself. And that's what she's working on. Your voice, accent, smell and name pop up everywhere in my life, so how can I forget you? So she's constantly reminded of you everywhere she goes. I got scared, so I ran. I need you to forgive me. So forgive her for running or going back into hermit mode or whatever it is. Somehow I know you'll always be in my life. I'm just trying to find a way out of my situation. So she knows you're always going to be a part of each other's lives. She's just got a lot going on right now. I want you to be proud of me, so I need to change. So it's nothing about you, and it's to do with her. It's to do with her own insecurities and her own issues and her own fears and everything else. So forgive yourself, all is well, really, for you. And see what the energy of the connection is in May. We've got mirroring, okay? Look at this, mirroring, bonus, dedication. So you're both mirroring the dedication as well to coming back together. There's power in prayer, so make sure you're praying about things, and that will create the answers and the solution, the harmony and the balance. I hope that helps, okay? Xavier, thank you for the donation. Maddie's feelings. So how is Maddie feeling? How is Maddie feeling? Maddie is saying, I'm ready to have an honest conversation. So Maddie is feeling ready to talk about something that she's feeling within her own self. She wants to have an honest conversation. You just have to be patient. So if you're patient, you're going to have an honest conversation with her, where she's going to open up about what she's feeling and be transparent with you and genuine. But you have to be patient. And I feel that this is something you're learning right now. So just have faith that this will happen at the right time. But I do feel there's going to be a transparent, open, honest conversation. And that's what she wants to do. I hope that helps, okay? Fairy4, thank you for the donation. Messages for me and M, thank you. What's going on between you and them right now? What's going on with you and them? Reactivate. So something is starting to recharge or come back together. Reactivate can also be about reunion. You know, communication on the way. So what else is going on? Yeah, intensity. Anytime this person runs from you, it's only because of the intensity of the connection, nothing more. Our connection is intense. That sometimes scares me. My feelings for you overwhelm me. Please reassure me by taking things slowly and patiently, and this will help me feel comfortable with the changes that are happening. So patience, okay? Slow and steady wins the race. We've got foggy vision. So you may not be sure what's coming next, and that's okay, because what's coming is a reactivation. So I feel you've got to be okay with what's coming. Okay, be okay with the unknown. Have faith in what's ahead. And there also could be some mental health issues occurring with them as well. And, you know, this is why I'm not reading the cards. I'm channeling the message here, because I feel this could be emotional. Like Emma's going through some emotions, and that's causing a lot of fear and struggle with the intensity of everything. So something is coming. They give me an itchy foot as well, which is about moving forward. Okay, just give me a real itchy foot there. The angels are saying to you right now, water your garden. So make sure you focus on the good things, keep your vibration high, be grateful. You know, watering your garden is about making sure that what's growing in your mind is good stuff, not weeds that cause problems and destruction. And also looking after you. This is a time for you to nourish you, give care to your body, be tender to yourself, rest, because you're being prepared for what's coming, a reactivation. And you've got star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom. Look a little deeper. So I do feel secrets are going to come out. You're going to have a conversation. Things are going to open up between you if you give it time. I hope that helps, okay? Lingalicious, thank you for the donation. Hi Liz, what are ST's next actions to me and messages from him? Anything else I need to know? So what does he want you to know right now? What's his energy or what's going on? First card out is opportunity. Will you let me in if I approach you? So he definitely does want to come forward, and he's thinking about that. And he's wondering if you're going to be open to it. Yeah, because he's being pulled back to you. Something keeps pulling me back towards you. So that's the magnetic energy, the attraction, you know, the pull between the two of you. So he is being pulled back to you right now. You'll be able to feel that energetically. He's just wondering if you're going to let him in because of everything that's happened. And he's saying to you, I'm learning from my mistakes. So he also is saying, you know, I am a student on this earth. I am learning. I'm doing the best I can. So this is really a message about forgiveness. So I feel his intention is to come forward and apologise for the past. He's being pulled back to you so he can't not. And he's wondering if you're going to let him in when he comes. Okay, so what else do we need to know? We've got priorities. He wants to make you a priority. Okay, and that's causing a block or a challenge right now because you may not feel like a priority and he may not see you as one in the physical sense, if that makes sense, but he knows you are spiritually. So what else do we need to know? Yeah, he's researching the connection to work out what to say. Okay, so he said, I'm researching our connection to work out what to say to you about things, to let you know that you are my priority, even though it doesn't seem that way or I've got other things going on. That's what's going on. What else do you need to know? Okay, we've got, yeah, the Emperor wants to become the Emperor, stepping into that power. He doesn't like this back and forth. He knows he's got to make the decision to step into his Emperor power to stop this back and forth or, you know, being wishy-washy with his intentions. He knows he has to take action, Link, and this is something he's working on over the next 7 weeks, okay? I hope that helps. We've got P, thank you for the donation. Hi, it's Pinky. Hi, honey. I'm confused with PME course, 2 years, or MBA in 1 year from Ireland. How is Ben feeling? No contact for 2 months. Broke up 7 months. Let's connect with Ben first. What's going on with Ben? He's starting to believe, okay, so he's starting to believe that he can actually move forward to you, that this is real, that he hasn't forgotten you. He's starting to believe in something. So he's becoming more spiritual. So again, remember, when there's no contact, when there's separation, there's an activation. So he's going through some kind of activation. He said, I'm starting to believe and I'm not sleeping very well. Okay, so he may be having sleepless nights right now. He may be lying awake at night thinking. He's saying, your beauty and strength intimidate me. Okay, so he also is recognising that how much he wants you and how much he admires you. So I feel that's also intimidated him in the past because he may have not felt good enough for you. So that may be a reason why you broke up. You know, from his perspective, his underlying issue is self-worth issues, not feeling good enough for you, because he's saying your beauty and strength intimidate me. So he feels like you're a very beautiful person inside and outside, and you're a very strong person, and that may intimidate him. Also, that can be if you're needing to surrender yourself, if you're the one controlling things or trying to take control when you're being guided to let go of control. And sometimes that's another reason why separation comes in, so you can get the balance right in the connection. But he's starting to believe in that, you know, you have a future, that he has a twin flame or whatever it is he's realising in his own way. He's starting to believe. And that's also because of a sleepless night. He's not sleeping very well because he's having all these epiphanies. So I feel this separation is needed, okay? So let's connect with this course. So PME course, what do you need to know? PME course, what do you need to know about the MBA? Okay, so this will just give you some guidance into both, okay? So the PME, it's about lessons. It's much more than a course. It's about soul growth. And if you do that PME course, it's going to make you more confident. It's going to grow your soul as well as anything else. So I feel that there's a lot of growth in there, okay? Soul growth as well as other growth. Now, the MBA, you've got destiny and you've got, it will lead to happiness. You may not be seeing it clearly because you're confused. So I feel that that is definitely something you've been destined to do. You're destined to follow. So, and that will bring happiness in, because the moon reversed is like happiness. And this is once you see through the illusion. So what I'm feeling is, I feel that both would be beneficial. I feel that it's more destined for you to do the MBA, because that's what's going to lead to happiness. However, the PME course will bring in soul growth. But I feel that what I need to share with you is the destiny, what you're meant to do, or what you're being guided to, is the MBA. So you have to sit with the message. I hope that helps, okay? Marie Faye, thank you for the donation, Marie Faye. Hi, Leslie, unfollow my DM on all of our apps. He's making me jealous again. I can't take it anymore. He's requesting to follow, but not a word. I'm okay. So obviously you've got to do what's right for you. You know, maybe you just need a break off social media completely. And then he won't be trying to follow you or anything like that. Just perhaps deactivate things or just come off it, you know. Because it does get addictive. And, you know, I'm not on any social media apart from YouTube, and I feel so good about it, you know, because I know if I was on Facebook, for example, I'd be checking my twin out all the time. It drives me mad, okay? So we've got Earth School coming up here. So what you're being reminded is it's all a life lesson. It's all happening to grow your soul. It's all about higher learning and study. So when you're getting jealous, because you're saying he's making me jealous, well, he hasn't got that power. Okay, you're allowing yourself to feel jealous, which is a sign that something needs healing within you. And when we feel jealous, it's because we don't feel good enough, or we feel something is lacking or missing. So you're obviously doing the right thing, because you're saying, I've unfollowed him because I can't cope with it. So you're healing it. You're taking the action steps to heal it. Okay, so, but what the angels want you to know is, from the perspective of your soul growth, there's a trigger that's coming up in you for a reason, so you can heal and know your own worth. And then you know there's no need to be jealous, because you don't need to compare yourself to anyone. There is no comparison. You are irreplaceable. It's about knowing your own magnificence. So a really good thing to do when you're feeling that way is to work on affirmations that boost you up and make you remember your value, like I am valuable, I'm magnificent, I'm desirable, I'm amazing, I'm one of a kind, I'm exciting, I'm lovable. You know, things that boost you up, and then you don't feel like anything's missing, or you don't feel like you've got to compete with anyone anyway. So you start feeling better about it, and the jealousy will dissipate because it's a lower energy that's not needed in you. But ultimately, the message I've got to give to you is that nobody compares to you. And the fact that you're saying he's requesting to follow, it's a sign he's missing you already. He doesn't want this to be this way. And the thing is, if he's trying to make you jealous, he's got his own issues. It's a reflection of what's going on with him. He feels insecure. So he's after your attention. So you have to look at it that way. Okay, he's dealing with his own wounds as well. But ultimately, you're in the school to learn. I say the school, you're in life to learn. You've come here to learn. Let's see what he wants to say to you. Yeah, and the thing, they give me an itchy nose. It's like he knows he's made a mistake. Okay, because itchy knows about making a mistake. He knows he's made a mistake. Pushing you, whatever he's done. He's saying the differences between us scare me but excite me too, and I'm accepting that. So whenever the differences are between you, whether they are physical differences or emotional differences or whatever it is, it's also his fears around that. And he feels like he's not good enough for you in some way. So he may be trying to make you jealous to make himself feel better. But he's accepting everything. So what you need to know is this isn't a reflection of you at all. It's what's going on within himself. And you're handling it your way. But maybe you just need to have a week off social media completely. Or just leave your phone alone for a little bit. It just makes you feel better. I hope that helps, okay? Saranga, thank you for the donation. My DM is getting married to someone else. So if he is, then there is a lesson there. There's lessons for both of you. For you and him and the person he's getting married to and other people involved. So this is a deep love. This love between you, it's like mother's milk. Okay, it's different than anything else. So it doesn't matter who he's getting married to, what's going on. You are the mother's milk. You are the deep love. Okay, it says birth is a portal. It says we the Hathors, whatever that means. But what I'm connecting with is, you know, you're seeing stability there. Remember, you may be seeing 1111 more as well, because 1111 is the way the universe is getting your attention. I feel this is like a rite of passage. There's a lesson that needs to be learned here. And you are an empath and a starseed, okay? It says energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. So don't let this affect your energy. Obviously, I know it's going to hurt, because, of course, it's going to hurt. But look at it this way. There's a lesson that needs to be learned first. Everything before you is a dress rehearsal. Okay, you're the main event. So he's clearly got to go into that situation to learn something that he needs to learn to prepare for you. And you have to learn through this situation too. And right now, there may be something beneficial that he's got to do. And he's got to do it there. So whoever it is going to learn a big lesson or be healed in some way from that marriage or from whatever he's doing. And it's not necessarily him or her either. It could be someone else involved. So try, instead of blaming him for something, try and embrace and celebrate what's going on and say, okay, God's got a plan. And I trust in God's plan that I'm going to learn from this. And maybe I have a mission right now, a solo mission, that I couldn't do if I was with him. So it's like you're going to go and do something solo that you need to do while he's doing what he's doing. So I feel that there's a reason. What you need to know is there's a reason here. Okay, but ultimately this love is deeper than anything he's in or anything he's experiencing. And you are the mother's milk. And it says birth is a portal, and there's the portal. It's like a new beginning. See this as a new beginning for you right now. And the thing is, what you need to understand is when he's learned the lesson, he'll come out of that situation anyway. So you've got to remember there's always a reason. I hope that helps, okay? Karina with a K, great to see you, honey. Thank you for the donation. Feeling exhausted, a bit off hours mark. You're probably just feeling what he's feeling, to be honest. So the mess, yeah, he's feeling like that too. You're both feeling that way. You need a rest, a break. Okay, it's like he's saying there, please don't give up on me. But it's like he's having a little rest in between whatever he's doing. And there's happiness there. Okay, so once that he's rested, you're going to feel better. Once you'll feel better. You'll feel the happiness coming back in when you have a rest. So you just really need to relax a bit now. Saranga, I've just done your message, okay, before Karina, saying, where is my reading? So I feel you need to relax a little bit, breathe, calm your energy, maybe connect in the 5D, and that happiness will return in. Okay, because he's the one that's feeling depleted right now. So I don't feel it's your energy, it's his. Okay, so you've got geranium, open heart to heal. And I've used this deck for you because I know you like using flowers and connecting with the earth and, everything that's out in nature. So you may want to get some geranium. Because it'll bring in that heart healing that maybe is needed right now, because I feel he is feeling tired and drained. Maybe he's done too much lately and he just feels like he's had enough, and you're picking up on that because you can read him very well. He's saying to you, you're my first thought in the morning and last thought at night. So again, this connection is being manifested. Okay, so there is a manifestation taking place. What else do you need to know? What else is coming through? Yeah, perspective. None of this matters. Look at that speed. It doesn't really matter because it's all going to speed up anyway. You've got zoom out common, it says zoom out common ground. So again, it's about gaining that ground, grounding yourself, but about gaining common ground by zooming out. So again, this can come in when we're worrying about too many things close up. And I feel this is what he's doing. It's not your energy, remember. You've got the 7 star sisters, birthing creations, tapestry of life expression. And this is also you being around your soul sisters here, your soul brothers here. You're connecting with soul family because it makes you feel more in tune and better. And we've got star bathing, light body crystal, grid transmission activation. So you know something has been activated, something is changing and happening. So I feel if you just zoom out and breathe, you're going to feel better because it's his energy. It feels like he's been doing a lot and he just needs a rest. You know, he pushes himself to his limits sometimes. I hope that helps, okay? Byron, thank you for the donation. Has Alice tried to message me today or is it someone else? It made me anxious to get a text from the number and I'm just not sure who it is. Help, please. I'm quite anxious at the moment. So obviously you're anxious. You need to breathe yourself back into the moment. But you're manifesting, okay? You're manifesting this connection. And really what you're being shown there is something's coming. Whether it's her or not, you're being shown something's coming because you're manifesting that in. Breathe. It's a good sign. It's a good sign, okay? So I don't feel it's her, okay? But it's a sign of the love that's coming in. It's a sign that she is going to communicate. Again, we've got the magician, which is the manifestation. I don't feel it is her, okay? But it's coming. That's where I feel I need to share with you. Okay, if it is her, she's going to contact you off a different number. Okay, that's what's going to happen. I don't feel it's her. I'm not connecting with it being her or not her right now. The right energy. So I'm feeling that it's been manifested though. So I do feel this could even be someone messaging you who's interested in you in some way. So it could be somebody who's coming in a third party energy here. Someone who's around you. Okay, and you obviously may not even care or know about who's around you, but this may be somebody who's interested in you, Byron, okay? So you may need to sit with that mesh and think, well, who would that be? But I feel you need to calm down through breath work, relax your energy, because it's showing you that you are manifesting something good. You're manifesting her coming forward. That's what's being manifested. But I feel this could be someone who's interested in you. Because you've got options. You know, you have options. People are watching you. Yeah, she's blocked heart chakra. She feels emotionally distant. That's exactly what I just felt here with, you know, this being in reverse here. So I definitely feel that she's emotionally distant right now. So I don't feel it was her, okay? And remember, the wisdom coming through here for you is that you're responsible for your own happiness. So fill up your own cup right now. Give back to yourself. I hope that helps, okay? And that's also something she's teaching you when you're not physically together. They give me a block. Yeah, Fee. Remember, you don't need to have communication from her to feel complete because you are responsible for your own happiness like we all are. It's nobody's job to make us happy. It's our job. You know, when you feel there's a void there, you've got to fill up that void through self-love and self-care and giving back to yourself. You know, it's nobody's job to make you happy. It's your own job. And if that causes a trigger or pain, then that's definitely something you need to heal, okay? Nia, thank you for the donation. Message from my twin, thanks, Liz. So what does your twin want to say to you? Awakening. I'm going within so I can understand myself better. So the reason the silence or quiet time is because it's needed, because he's going within to understand who he is. So silence is helping, okay? Saying, give me time and I'll contact you. So you just need some time and then there'll be contact. You mean more to me than anyone ever has, and I'm learning what that means. So he's gone within to process that, to understand himself better, and then if you give him time, he's going to contact you. I hope that helps, okay? Infernal Fate, thank you for the donation. What a great name. Message from my twin, please. Miss Medulots, okay? So what's the message coming through from your twin? wounded masculine. He's the wounded right now. He's the wounded masculine. He said, I hurt you while I was hurting. So he's apologising for causing you any pain. Okay, because he's saying, I've hurt you while I was hurting as the wounded masculine. So the wounded masculine is someone who's facing their wounds, someone who's healing, okay, someone who's going into their own issues. And he's saying, really, I admire you because your beauty and strength intimidate me. So you guide this person. You help this person to feel better. You help this person to feel stronger. You know, your beauty and your strength intimidate them. So again, this person puts you on a pedestal, may feel unworthy of you because they're wounded. So you've got to wait for the wounded masculine to become the healed masculine in a way. What else do you need to know? Just notice we've got Nana in the house there, Angelic Echoes. Everyone head over to Angelic Echoes because Nana has started a channel and it's amazing. She shared 2 videos yesterday. I watched both of them. Beautiful readings. Go and check her out, Angelic Echoes. There she is. So Infernal, look at this, divine masculine. So you've got the wounded masculine and the divine masculine. Isn't that powerful? So in other words, your light and everything you're doing right now is helping him to become the divine masculine. Okay, instead of the wounded masculine. So there's definitely a big healing going on within your twin right now. It says it's said that the right half of your body represents the masculine side. So if you're having any issues on the right side, it's to do with your masculine. So, you know, if you get like your right shoulder aches or you get anything going on, it's connected with him. He's claiming his power. He's stepping into his power. And you're being protected until, you know, that energy is there. So I definitely feel what you need to know is the reason why he's not with you right now is because he's wounded. He's dealing with his wounds. Keep doing what you're doing because you're inspiring him to become the masculine empowered he needs to be. So in other words, everything's happening the way it's meant to right now, full growth and learning. Let me just get you one more card about the connection. What else do you need to know? Yeah, surrender. You've got to surrender right now. That's your lesson, to give this to God. Okay, and they're giving me like an itchy nose, which is you can't make any mistakes on this journey because everything is a learning curve. I hope that helps, okay? And I'm sorry if the cards are backwards. It's YouTube settings, nothing to do with me. Let me just have a drink, okay? Okay, Jennifer, thank you for the donation. Jennifer says, what blocks are in my connection right now for reunion? So what blocks are in your connection right now for reunion? Okay, impatience. You're learning patience. So it's about timings. So your journey is about divine timing. When you come back together, it will be at the right time. When you come into union, it will be at the right time. So if you're feeling impatient, you need to surrender. So you've got to let go. And what your masculine is teaching you is to be patient. And they may well get impatient with certain things about their own self as well. There could be frustration there, fear. So impatience is the block. So what does your person want you to know? I'm praying for help, okay? So there is help there. I don't want to talk to anyone right now. Give me time. So whenever he's silent, he doesn't want to talk to anyone. It's not just about perhaps blanking you if you feel ghosted. He doesn't want to talk to anyone because he's within himself, asking for help and support from heaven, trying to understand things. So you've got to let go of the impatience and focus on surrender, giving it to God and having faith, and then things will move forward. I hope that helps, okay? What I'm going to do as well is let me moderate Nana. Hang on. Oh, why won't it let me click on it? Ah, there we go. Hang on. There you go. So Angelic Echo should now be a moderator. Nana should now be a moderator. There you go. Okay, so if you go and check Angelic Echoes out, you can check a channel out there. So next question we're doing is for Micah. Thank you for the donation. Message from P, please. Wow, there's blocks there. Big block with P. He wants to say something. Yeah, he wants to hold your body close to his. Okay, so he's missing your physical touch, but I feel there's a big block being released. I've got a big block there. Okay, so something big is coming where you're going to talk and he wants to hold you close. And the reason why he wants to release this block in communication, if it's there, which I feel it is because he wants to physically touch you. He wants to touch you and he's he wants to open up. So I feel communication coming in. Okay, so yeah, please be patient with me. Okay, please be patient with me. And I feel, Jennifer, that's for you as well. But he's saying, please be patient with me right now. When I'm quiet, I'm always thinking of you. And your light is my guide. So, Micah, all you have to do is shine your light. And that's going to lead him to you, because he wants to clear the air with you, because he wants your physical touch. So he wants to hold you. That's what's on his mind today. I hope that helps, okay? Big blocks in communication being released there, especially over the next few days. Alvin, thank you for the donation. Thank you so much for your wisdom, Liz. Thank you for being here. Am I really meant to be with Kay, or is there someone better suited for me out there for love? There's no one better for you than your twin flame. Even when you go into your doubt and fear, even when it seems like it's hopeless, there's no one better for you. What you're really saying is, you know, it's like you're doubting, you're in doubt. So let's see what Kay wants to say first of all. Vulnerability, you know, she said, I've been waiting to tell you how much you mean to me. So she admitted things to you and opened up. You wouldn't even ask that question. You wouldn't even say, is there someone better out there for me? Because you know she's the one. It's just about trusting and having faith in the when and all of that. So it's about the knowingness inside. It's like, you know, it's like for me, I know there's no one better for me out there than my twin. Okay? But obviously until it's the right time, he's not good for me. Does that make sense? So in other words, she's not good for you right now because she's not in the right energy, but neither are you. You're both aligning. So, you know, she's trapped in her own mind. You're trapped in your fears. You've got to let go of this fear. Because if you're meant to be with someone else, that person will come in. But I'm feeling you know already that she's the one for you. So it's a bit of a redundant question, if that makes sense. Because there's no one better suited to you than your twin flame. And you know she's your twin flame, even if the doubt comes in. So guidance coming up is inner earth. It says, you'll survive this. So the angel's saying you'll survive this. You'll get through this part of the journey that you're on. You'll get through it. New solution and beginnings. There will be a new beginning coming in. There'll be a solution to this. So I feel really what the message is. Instead of thinking, is there someone better out there for me? Start becoming the best version of you. Start becoming your own best friend and taking yourself out places and loving you more and getting it on with the universe. Thinking, well, I've got it going on with the universe right now. I'm going to let God in where that void is. And I'm going to fill up me. So let's do an affirmation you can use. And obviously you've got your affirmations. And they will be working too. So affirm, I am loved. Allow yourself to feel loved by her, by the universe, by everyone you meet. Because you are a lovable being. Affirm, I am understood. The right people will understand you. So it may also be right now you're not feeling understood by Kay, or you're not feeling seen or heard. So make sure you are seeing yourself. And you are surrounded with love. Experience love everywhere you go. Everywhere you go. Wherever you go, whatever you do, there's love all around you. You'll be shown that through the universe. And it's, if she was showing you love right now, you wouldn't even think, is there someone better out there for me? So start realising that wherever you go, whatever you do, you are surrounded by love. You just need to fill up your own cup. You know, look at it this way. Adam in the Garden of Eden, you know, in the garden, there was Adam and Eve. But before there was Eve, there was Adam. And Adam was so content with God's love, so happy, so fulfilled with God's love, God chose to give him a mate. Adam didn't say, oh, you've got to give me a girlfriend. You've got to give me someone to share my life with. Adam was completely filled up with God's love. And then God said, okay, I'm going to reward you with a mate. So when you get so filled up with God's love that you feel safe and fulfilled, he's going to reward you with your person. And that's what we're all learning right now. That's definitely something I'm learning on my journey. You've got to know your own boundaries. You've got to know your own worth. You've got to know your own magnificence. And that's something you're working on. I hope that helps, okay? Angelic Echoes, thank you for the donation, Nana. Hi, Liz, Nana here. Message from Sasheen. So like I said, Nana's got the most amazing channel. She set it up yesterday or whenever it was. So check it out. He's just figuring things out. He knows he needs to move away from that karmic partner, from that energy, from that situation. And he's saying, I need some space to figure things out. So it's like he's asking you to be patient with him. Not that you haven't been, but it's like he's saying, I know I need to move away from this. I know what I need to do. I just need some space to figure this out right now. So he's asking you to trust him to do it. What else do you need to know? Yeah, union card coming out there. And you may feel like he's moving away from union, but he isn't. He's moving towards union by having this time. So let's get deep into his mind. Okay, we've got priorities and we've got the self. He needs to make the self a priority. So that's not what he's doing right now, is he? He's not choosing himself, and that's what he needs to do. So he's coming to the conclusion that he needs to make himself a priority. And when he does that, that's when he's going to move into union with you. That's when everything's going to shift and change. So, and that's what it says. I'm not reading the whole thing. It says priorities in the self. So he needs to make the self a priority. And when he does that, he's going to move away from this karmic situation. So he needs some space to figure that out. And that will lead to union. So what's your guidance? What's the guidance for you right now? Okay, the 7 star sisters. I see this as feminine power. And connecting with other divine feminines and feeling support, community. And obviously you've got that now. You've started a channel, okay? Birthing creations, tapestry of life expression. So what are you doing? You're working on service right now. You're expressing yourself and it's building something. It's going to create a tapestry in your life. You're birthing a creation. So this is definitely about what you're doing and you've been guided to it. And you followed your truth and look what's happening today. You're seeing the magic occurring. So this is about you knowing you have the support. So I feel the message here really is that you're being guided, you're following your guidance, and it's moving you into the place that you need to be in union. So everything is working out. Let me pull you one more card. What else do you need to know? Yeah, release. Something needs to be released before we can be together. There are situations in my life I'm working to free myself from. Please look through the illusion of karmic bonds and know in spiritual truth that I'm bonded only to you. And I have got a timeline here between March just gone and February coming in. So March to February is a timeline. I hope that helps, okay? Karina with a K, thank you so much for the hot chocolate, honey. It means so much. Hopefully I'm going to get out and have one today. I did have one yesterday. And what I did yesterday, I did channel work in the day, and then I went for a big walk and had a hot chocolate, walked back, and my gardener had been, so I went in the garden, I baked for like 3 hours. I was sweating, I was so hot, it was so hot in there. You know, it was 24 degrees, and that's hot for us, you know. So it was really warm. I think it's warm today, but not as warm. But yeah, it was really warm yesterday, so thank you for that, honey. Hopefully I'll have one later on. Katie, thank you for being a member for 5 months, honey. I'm sending you so much love. Hi, Liz, how are you? I'm good, thank you. Any message for my DM? What's coming this May for my DM? And anything I need to know. So, what's going on? Look at this union coming out straight away. We are always together no matter the circumstances. So, what you're being reminded is you're already in a union. So, this May, this month we're in now, see yourself already in union. Manifest it. Visualize it. Imagine, what am I going to cook for his tea? And there's a delivery coming, postman. Okay, so visualize, what am I going to cook him for his tea? Okay, the postman. There's 2 that come, one's moody, doesn't speak. This one's quite fun, like he's waving at everyone there. Okay, so we are together no matter the circumstances, so that what am I going to get him for his tea tonight? What are we going to do over the weekend? Start visualizing it, and it's going to create it, visualizing walking through the door. Because you're already in a union. Okay, so I feel in May what's coming in is the inner union getting stronger, okay? And that's what you need to know. We've got dealing with inner demons. So he's dealing with his inner demons about his karmic situation. Okay, so what's going on in the karmic situation right now? Not that you don't concern yourself with that at all. Just focus on manifesting. In the karmic situation, he's saying, I don't listen to you anymore. Now I'm listening to myself. So whereas this karmic partner may have had an influence on him at some point, she doesn't anymore. Because he said, I'm not listening anymore. I'm listening to myself. And that's guiding him to you. And if they got kids, thank you for our beautiful children. I couldn't have made them without you. So again, he's happy because they've created memories. They may have kids or whatever else they've got. And he's grateful for all of that, but he's not listening to her anymore. He's shut down. He's I'm listening to myself now, and that's why he's battling these inner demons. And I feel that's affecting the karmic partner. So what's going on with the karmic partner? Karmic partner is saying, I'm not his one, you are. So karmic partner is well aware that you're his one. Karmic partner is saying he doesn't make an effort with me anymore. And because he's not listening. And I know he dreams about you. I've heard him talking in his sleep. And I did a reading on that not long ago. So this karmic partner is well aware of what's going on. So it won't be long until this change occurs. Okay, if we've got a timeline for the union or anything coming through, yeah, the decision needs to be made. These cards, yeah, for union, these are the cards about whatever's going on here. But decision is coming to bring balance in for union, okay? So I feel this decision could be happening between September and October. Okay, because he feels September, October, November. So from September, it could take 2 months from there to move into the union. So you could well come into union this year. It may take longer though. Let's see what else is going on here. Yeah, he's in hermit mode processing all this right now because he wants to be free. He wants to be loyal to you. He wants to be able to be free enough to come to you, pursue you. He wants to feel freedom. He dreams about this escape, and that's what he's doing in the hermit mode right now. But he knows he's got to bring balance in. He knows he needs to release this in a balanced way to be able to have the kind of life with you he desires. But he knows he's got to speak his truth to you, to her, to anyone, and he's got to make that decision. And Archangel Michael has given him the strength to do that. I hope that helps, okay? We've got Cat T, thank you for the donation. I've just put my band for this. Oh, it's not banded up, is it? What am I doing? Cat T says, hi Liz, how do I get through my creative work block? Okay, perhaps go into nature. Okay, go into nature, breathe, have some time for yourself, turn off your devices, and stop thinking about your twin flame. We've got wait, it's not yet time, things are being woven. So it feels like something has fallen into place or something is happening. So it's like you're being prepared for something. So the right time is coming. So it's not a block, it's a delay that's creating the way. But I do feel if you go into nature, you're going to receive more ideas, or you're going to, get what you need from it, from that time alone or in nature, but there's a waiting period. So it's not like there's a block there that, oh, you've got to do something. You've just got to wait. If you wait, it will all become clear, or things will be released, or it will all start moving forward again. All you need to do is wait. I hope that helps, okay? And you've donated again and said, will I have contact with my DM in May? So will your DM contact you in May? I think I've lost chat on this device. Yeah, I have, okay? So I've got it here, but not here anymore. So happiness is coming in. It could come in May. It could come in the 3rd week of May. Okay, because he definitely wants to come forward towards you and perhaps offer you something, or this is, coming together in the real world in some way. So there's happiness there. So it could be the 3rd week of May, okay, or it could be 3 months from now at the furthest out timeline. But I feel that there could well be some contact coming in, either on the 3rd, what is it today? 2nd, so it could be tomorrow or the 3rd week. But I'm kind of feeling the 3rd week. They show me these like weeks 1, 2, 3, and they show me holding up the 3rd week. So it could well be a hold up until the 3rd week of May. I hope that helps, okay? Heather, thank you so much for using Milestone, honey. Member for 22 months. Elizabeth, I love you. I love you too, honey. Thank you for being you. Let me pull you a little card, okay? Because you haven't asked for a message, but what, just to show you my support, what do you need to know? I remember. So Archangel Zadkiel is around you right now, helping you to remember things, to remember who you are as an empath, as this light worker, to remember things within your own soul, and also to remember facts and things too. So if you're learning anything or needing to do something, he's going to help you. And there's a soul plan, as you know what your fate is, your destiny, and Archangel Zadkiel is helping you with that. So I feel he is your angel right now. I hope that helps, okay? Looks like I've lost... Oh, no, I think I'm at the top of the chat. Is that right? I've lost chat on here. So I've lost chat on there, but I've got it here. I think I'm at the top. I've got Byron next. Is that right? I haven't missed anyone, have I? No. Okay, that's good to know then. So we've got Byron, thank you for the donation. What are the next steps in my life? So what are the next steps in your life? Take it one day as it comes. Look at this, a new earth. take it one step at a time, okay? You're moving towards a new beginning. The message here is it's happening. Keep holding the vision. So it's happening. Whatever it is you want, whether it's to do with your twin, whether it's to do with money, whether it's to do with work, whatever it is, if you set your mind on it and you visualize it, guess what? It's happening. You may see 2121. Keep holding the vision. So you just got to keep holding your vision. Keep, your focus strong with unwavering faith. Imagine the archer with a bow and arrow pulls it back and focuses on the target and hits that target. So you've got to be strong in what you are visualizing. That's the message, okay? What else is coming in your life? Let's bring you one of these cards. We've got sacral chakra. Use smoky quartz to increase virility. So again, something could be coming that activates your sacral chakra. So this could be to do with, intimacy, being intimate, feeling all of that. And also to do with stability as well. So something is coming that you're going to be passionate about. So this could be your twin. It could be other things too. So passionate goals and dreams. You've got smoky quartz, connect with the earth. So go in nature. You'll feel better. Make sure you do meditations and grounding yourself. And also take inspired action. So whenever you're guided to do, take action towards it. I am a Sagittarius. Well, there you go. It's an even bigger sign for you there. So you may get guided when you're in nature to take action towards a goal or something you want to do, but you must take the action. So I feel if you cleanse your sacral chakra, it will assist you. And this is smoky quartz. So you may want to use something. I've just noticed that. You got smoky quartz twice. So you got smoky quartz in both of these cards. So smoky quartz may be a really good crystal for you to use right now. Where you want to get a bangle like this of smoky quartz, or maybe a piece of it. And I feel that will assist you and help you and take inspired action. I hope that helps, okay? I'm just going to do Victor before I do the donations. So Victor says, morning Liz, may I have a message for my twin, the snake card? And thank you, Victor, for time stamping everything that you do. I was thinking about you. Me and Rob were talking on the Warriors yesterday, and Rob was saying how much he misses you. It's like, I miss Victor. I said, I miss Victor as well. I get emotional when I think about it, Try not to get upset. It's so, that we're all over the world. It's so annoying. It'd be so nice if we're all in the same place, but we'd never get any work done, would we? So the message is healing coming in. This is the snake card for Victor here. Release that which does not serve you to allow healing. Seek outside support. So what I really feel this card's come out for is because you do talk to the wood snake. Okay, so I feel the wood snake has kind of come through saying, I am here with you and I am helping both of you to release what does not serve you and to move towards what does and to bring healing in. I am the outside support that you seek. So I feel the wood snake is coming through to say, I am assisting you, I am here with you. So you definitely have got the assistance of the wood snake this year. So what does your twin want to say? It's not what you think. Illusion. So if something's happened or being shared on social media or whatever, you say it's not what you think. So again, it's like he's saying the 3D is illusion. It's not what you think. You give me hope. There's a miracle. And you may see bees, because remember, bees are that symbol of the miracle coming in. Saying it's not what you think, you give me hope. You're the one that gives me hope in my life. And I feel what this about is when he goes through something in his life, you give him hope. Without you, he wouldn't be able to carry on half of the time because he's got so much crazy illusion going on in his life. There's so much going on around him. Oh, let's see what they are. Everything's turning around. The whole deck just turned the other way around then. I don't know if you saw that happen. But that's a huge sign of change. Let me just put these cards back the way they should be there. Let's see what these cards are that have come out then. So, yeah, moon. Okay, illusion. Things are not what they seem. Okay, we've got fate and destiny. It's meant to be, as you know. You've got justice there. So again, this is balance coming in. Something could be happening around the Libra season. Separation is illusion. So I feel it's like what he's saying is, remember, separation is illusion. We're meant to be, it's destined. There's balance coming into our connection here. There is a celebration. That's the coming together, the reunion that you've been asking for, and the love messages. So the communication coming in, the restoration of the connection. You know it all in your intuition anyway. Your higher self is constantly speaking to you, receiving downloads. So this is reminding you that you know your truth. You know that he's going to come forward. He's going to offer you the cup. It's going to all work out. Everything else is illusion. That's why the moon came out in reverse and all the other cards came out the right way round, okay? So what else does he want to say to you? What else does he want to say? He's saying critical mass, okay? And I feel what this is about he does feel like people criticise him and judge him, and that's something he's working through. And this message is for him, really. And I feel this is what you tell him in the 5D, because you know the message from Jesus. You know, when we judge others, we get judged ourselves. So it's not our job to judge anyone. And he may have critical thinking, or he may judge people, or he may, because he feels judged inside. So when we judge others, it creates an issue within our own self, within the soul. That's why so many spiritual people don't feel drawn to do jury series. Like I always used to think, because my sister, she's like, she's done jury series and all that. And I always thought years and years ago, because she was like my role model at one point when I was a kid. And I used to think, why aren't I being asked to do those things? I'm so glad now that I never did, because at the end of the day, I wouldn't want to be on a jury, because it's not my job to judge anyone. It's God's job. So we kind of realise that. That's why many spiritual people don't want to do jury service and all of that, or may not even get asked to do it, because we know it's not our job to judge. So I feel that your twin is working through this, and this is something you're helping him with, because he may judge others, like critical thinking. He may criticise someone. And I need to take some time out. My energy needs replenishing so our connection remains strong. Please trust me and know I need to do this for the highest good of the love we share, and I'll be back. So he may be healing himself right now, having a bit of a rest. I hope that helps, okay? So we're going to go to Kumi Bee's donation. Thank you for the donation, honey. We'll just make sure I haven't missed anyone there. My sister Lily rushed and signed a lease for a business. Is she going to make it? We're all nervous because she has 4 kids and doesn't care. I'm tired from hearing about she needs another loan. Well, remember, she's learning her own lessons. Now, again, I've just talked about judgment, and you're judging her a little bit there. First of all, you're judging, saying she's signed a business quick. She's signed this lease quick. She doesn't care. I'm tired of hearing from her about what she wants. But remember, she's learning lessons. So you've got to let her find her own way, make her own mistakes. If she's successful, great. If she struggles, great, she'll learn. You've got to be okay with her finding a way, I suppose. So what do you need to know? So she has confidence in what she's doing. Okay, it may seem to you like she doesn't know what she's doing or she doesn't care, but she is confident in what she's doing. And she does feel like she's made the right decision in her own mind. She feels confident about it. And as long as she remains confident, then she'll make it. Whether it's making it with that business or that business fails or whatever it is, it's like it's all building a confidence. It's all helping her to become the person that she is, to grow a soul. Okay, we're all excited. Then she needs more money. It's scary. Yeah, and I feel that again, there is some judgment there. So I'm not saying it's like you're all sitting around saying she's making mistakes, or it's like you've got to remember she's got to make a mistake. They show me like a child on a bike, and you have to take the stabilizers off the bike, okay, and let the child go on its own way. So obviously she's not a child, but it's like she needs to go her own way. They give me fear. If she falls, then she falls. She's going to pick herself up. It's showing she's good that she's coming up as the Queen of Wands, because she's confident about what she's doing, and that's what matters. It's the confidence that's going to make her successful, not the business itself. Does that make sense? If she's confident, if she's believing in herself, she's going to be a success. And that's what I've got coming through, okay? So what's the guidance for you regarding her? You've got the love. So again, this is about you guiding her in your own way and being you. And, that you also have to set your own boundaries down. So maybe in the past, I don't know if you've lent her money or you've done things for her or you've been there, and maybe you've got to put your boundaries down this time and not bail her out or help her out with something, let her find her own way. And make sure you're grounding yourself. You're learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. Because remember, you're a spiritual being having a human experience. And she may not understand that the same way as you do. So you both have your different ways of doing things. But I feel ultimately, if she's believing in herself, she's going to be a success regardless. That's what I need to share with you, okay? I can only share what they're giving me to share. Red Flower, thank you for the donation. Red Flower says, good morning, Liz. Twin Flame told me never had a woman that planned with him in the past, so he did it to himself. Is there any messages he wants to tell me about his past life? Okay, so what do you need to know? So let's have a look at what's going on with him. So first he's saying to you, you mean the world to me, you are my world. So I feel what you need to understand is the way you make him feel is so special. No one's ever made him feel that way before. And he said everything revolves around you. I keep you in mind when I'm making decisions, and I include you in all my plans, every action, every dream. I love doing life with you. So when he thinks about the future, he thinks about you. And he's grateful to you that you make him feel those things. And I feel that this is something you're going to be sharing together in 2027. So I'm not saying that's when you're coming into union. It could be. But it feels like you are already in union in 2027, sharing your lives together. So it doesn't really matter what's happened in the past or what's gone on in past lives, because everything has made him who he is and you who you are to create this life together. And I feel that in 2027, you're going to be living that life. That's the guidance I've got to share. Okay, so what else does he want to say to you? We've got, destiny. I know we're meant to be together. It's destiny. Destiny for you to be in union in 2027. No matter what happens before then or after then, in 2027, that's your year for union. Because it could happen before. Don't panic and think, oh, it's like a year and they're away. Because you're going to be in time, whatever it is that's in that year, whatever happens up to then, you are going to be with him then. Very powerful message, okay? Katie, thank you for the donation. Hi again, Liz. I dreamt the other day I cheated on my DM and it was with a girl, even though I'm not even bisexual or anything like that. So I feel what you're experiencing is his jealousy about you spending time with friends. Because he gets jealous about you spending time with anyone. Because he isn't free to spend that time with you. So it wouldn't matter whether you were spending time with a family member, a friend, an animal. He would be jealous. And I feel that's what is coming through. So, and obviously, you spending time with someone, even if it's not intimately with someone, it still makes him jealous, okay? So what does he want to say to you about this? My partner and I live separate lives. So he wants you to know that he is living separately from his partner, and he's feeling jealous about you spending time with anyone else because he knows you could get with someone. Not that you would, but in his mind, he's thinking, well, you're single, you can get with someone, okay? You inspire me to follow my dream, so you inspire him, and he wants to move towards you. He said, I'm feeling overwhelmed by the way that I feel about you, and I want to be able to marry you, love you, and give you the world. So it's like he's saying, don't be with anybody else. That's the message. I hope that helps, okay? Very clear before I even pull the cards there. Kat, Lisa, thank you for the donation. Can I please have a message from my person? I just woke up from a dream about him. So what does he want to say? Okay, so first he's saying to you, what if you don't like the real me? So there are some fears there and insecurities and wounds he's healing about if you don't like who he really is. Because remember, until we are properly with our twin, we don't know them fully, if that makes sense. We do know them inside and outside. But what I mean is getting to know each other in a physical relationship is different than what you've had so far, if that makes sense. So he is worried about those things. If you don't like the real me, little things I do or his little habits. He said it will always be you, no matter what. And he said, I look at your pictures to feel close to you. So you may have also had a dream about him because he's been looking at your pictures. Okay, and you were sensing that, and that's why he came into your dream, okay? He's saying to you, I'm learning how to love myself through the karmic lessons I'm in. So if there's a karmic situation or there's a lesson he's learning, through a karmic person or a karmic energy, he's learning how to love himself. And the reason why is because through that situation, he will take back his power and choose himself, which leads to you, because he's saying it will always be you. And he's also afraid of rejection. give me a block. This is holding up communication because he's afraid you may reject him. He had to give me like, need to clear the throat there. He's saying, I lie because I'm afraid you're not going to accept the real me. There it is again. So he's saying, what if you don't like the real me? I lie because I'm afraid you're not going to accept the real me. So maybe parts of himself he's hiding or lying about. So I'm not saying he's telling you big lies, but I feel like he may be hiding certain things about himself because he doesn't know if you're going to like him or not, which is so daft, isn't it, you know? It's just their own insecurity and fear. But I do feel he's learning how to love himself through whatever he's experiencing right now, and that's what you need to know, and that's why he came in that dream. I hope that helps, okay? Me777, thank you for the donation. Hi Liz, feeling things are happening under the surface. I'm following my intuition right now. That's good to know. So keep following your intuition, because it can't ever lead you in the wrong direction unless you listen to the ego. So yeah, you know that he is stepping up. Something's changing. He said, I'm stepping up to the plate and making big life changes. And he's doing that by taking full responsibility for his actions. He's acknowledging what he needs to do, become the leader. And you'll be feeling that in some way. We've got reactivate and changes. There's the changes happening, and this is reactivating the connection. So this is about things shifting, a rebirth. If you've seen raccoons or 555 or dragonflies, that's the reason why. But he is acknowledging he needs to take action, which also means you're taking a step back so he can move towards you. So let him take the lead, let him do what he needs to do, because that's what your intuition will be telling you. I hope that helps, okay? Jane, thank you for the donation. A message for my twin or my angels. I feel it's this one, it's gone back in, okay? So there may be something that you're not aware of at this moment that's coming. Yeah, we've got life school, earth school for you. Let me just get a message from your twin. So remember, everything you go through with your twin and life itself is all part of the journey. It's how you learn lessons. This is a school, this earthly realm, okay? It's soul growth, it's study, it's higher learning. So when you feel like you're falling, you are growing, you're learning. And your twin, yeah, I'm learning how to love myself. There's the karmic lesson card again. So again, a karmic can be a person, or it can be a family member, it can be a job, it can be fear, it can be a number of things. And you're both learning to love yourself right now. And your twin is saying, I'm learning to love myself through this karmic lesson or cycle so I can choose myself to come to you. So I can stand up for myself and take responsibility and become that leader, like we've just said to E777 there. So everything is happening for a reason right now. Everything is happening for growth. What else does your twin want you to know? Beautiful you. I smile when I think about how beautiful you are. So if you're seeing 1212, it's a sign of stability, but I feel that's your person saying you are beautiful. Today I wish for you to love yourself the way I love you. See yourself as I see you, pure perfection, my perfect counterpart. There is only you. And I feel your angels are also reminding you how amazing you are. So smile today and think about your beauty. And affirm it, I am beautiful. I am loved, I am pure perfection. I am exactly who I'm meant to be. So love yourself and everything will start moving around. I hope that helps, okay? Stephanie, thank you for the donation. Liz, I just have to say your members' readings have been resonating so well. I'm really glad, honey. You know, the readings find who they're meant to find, and I'm really grateful that you are enjoying them and resonating with them. Let's pull you a card as well from your masculine. Okay, let's do you a message here. I know we've already asked a question, but let's see what comes up. I'm growing up because of our connection to walk away from the past and end things I need to end because I know it's time. So really what he's saying is I'm growing up so I can walk away from things that need to go to be with you. So a lot of healing taking place, especially between now and August time or over the next 8 weeks. I hope that helps, okay? Raluca, thank you for the donation. I remembered a wish that I felt 2 years ago that I'm not interested in to impress anyone, and all I want is that my DM recognise me and be together. Can I have a message about it? Well, really what you're realising is you've got to know your own worth and just be yourself. So what you're learning right now is to be yourself, you know, to just be you. You know, in other words, maybe in the past, if you knew you were seeing your twin, you may have dressed up a bit or, I don't know, you know, like made an effort in some way. But now, you know, you don't have to make the same effort. Does that make sense? It doesn't mean that you don't make an effort. What I mean is you don't have to put your best clothes on just be yourself. So I'm talking about clothes. I'm not saying you do that, but I'm just giving an example of what I'm connecting with when I'm connecting with your question. Okay, because it feels like what we're being guided to do right now is to be our authentic self in all ways. And I do that, sometimes if I know I'm seeing my twin, I'll put my perfume on and, make sure I've got a nice wig on and, put my nice clothes on. And I think I don't need to do that. I just need to be myself. And that's really what I've been guided to know about my own journey as well. And it's not that I aren't being myself wearing those nice clothes or whatever. It's just I'm trying to come across like my best version when I already am my best version. Does that make sense? Doesn't matter what I'm wearing. So you got the C's of Mintaka. Seeing potential, bringing unconscious to light. So again, this is about you realizing, you're saying, I remembered this wish. So it's come to light, an unconscious thing that you weren't aware of, that you'd perhaps forgotten about, that come into your awareness again. So it's like you're being shown, wow, I'm manifesting certain things, I'm becoming wiser, stronger, more in touch with myself. So I feel this is just your way of realizing that you are an evolved being and you are transforming in so many ways. They give me that block, and that's releasing many blocks. I hope that helps, okay? We've got Cece Lynn, thank you for the donation. Hi Liz, what does my love want to say to me today? I'm sure we did a message for you earlier. Okay, so obviously I know I've definitely answered a question for you earlier today. Thank you for being patient with me. The thought of losing you gives me anxiety. So again, this is like he's saying to you, thank you for being patient while I make these changes. The thought of losing you gives me anxiety. So he is well aware that if you aren't patient with him, you could move on, or you could meet someone else or go on a date or whatever while he's freeing himself from the situation or trying to free himself. So he's thanking you for supporting him, and he's dealing with abandonment issues because he is afraid of losing you. I hope that helps, okay? But I've already answered a question for you earlier on in detail. So, Dollface, thank you for the donation. Hi, Liz, message from Tyrone for our connection, please. So what's going on with you and Tyrone right now? I've just realised I've been on for 3 hours. That's gone quick then. Changes are coming in. You may be seeing dragonflies, butterflies, 555, okay? We've also got, fantasy. So he's doing a lot of fantasising about you right now as you are surrendering. So your journey, remember, is to surrender, which releases resistance, which allows things to unfold naturally. And he's fantasizing about you. And the fact that you're releasing and surrendering is also bringing him towards you. So he's saying, no one turns me on like you do. So he's definitely fantasizing about you, thinking about you in that way. And he wants to bring changes in to release his own resistance, to be able to move towards you, make that fantasy a reality. So he's definitely desiring you right now. What else does he want to say? He's saying, I'm processing. I keep seeing 1111. Okay, so he's working things out and he's seeing 1111. That's what you need to know. I hope that helps, okay? Misty Blue, I'm going to do Misty first, then Jennifer says, that's a pure message to me from Raina, thank you. Let's do your message from Raina. What does Raina want to say to Misty Blue? Destiny. I know that we are meant to be together. It's destiny, okay? Manifestation, this is what's being manifested. You're my first thought in the morning and my last thought. I'm just reading that name, real name. You're my first thought in the morning, last thought at night. They gave me the word last name. So it just happened for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. I feel you're going to share his last name. So that could be a sign of marriage, and that's what's destined for you. I hope that helps, okay? Jennifer, thank you for the donation. Message from Adam. So what does Adam want to say? Again, look, the same cards jumping out. This shows how the collective messages come out, okay, for everyone, because I've just pulled these cards out of the deck for Alicia. Fantasy and surrender, okay? He's saying, no one turns me on like you do. I'm releasing resistance. So I feel the surrender is about him, though, in your message, because he's starting to surrender to this fantasy instead of guarding himself or holding himself back. So he's starting to allow himself to, experience this more and more. And that's bringing him to you because he doesn't want it to be just a fantasy. He wants it to be real, okay? And he knows you're a gift from God. He's saying you're a gift from God. I'm blessed beyond measure to share such a powerful love with you. I'm so grateful for you and give thanks to God you know, for you and embrace your beautiful divinity. So he is grateful for you. Okay, so why is he still holding himself back then? Because I know that's probably on your mind. Then if he feels that way, why? Why is he still quiet? He's got stress. He's stressed out. I'm trying to calm my mind. And he could have anxiety about moving towards you. Give me time and I will contact you. That he's showing you he is going to do this. Okay, he's just saying, I'm trying to calm my mind right now. Let me just pull you a card, a tarot card. Yeah, he's at crossroads. Okay, and he is fantasizing about you constantly. He's just not ready yet. He's at crossroads working out how to move forward. It's easier and safer in a way in his head than coming forwards. I hope that helps, okay? I'm going to do, I saw Violetta says, do you have a message about my work future, about getting or not getting the citizenship? What do you need to know about this citizenship? What do you need to know? Well, you've got the promotion there, first of all. So I feel with work, you're going to get promoted, or there's going to be a monetary increase coming, or some kind of role that's going to give you more success or stability or opportunities. And the more confident you are, the better things are. And you've got the page of wands, which is good news. Okay, so it feels like there's good news coming in regarding the citizenship, and be confident in that. And this could be something that's moving forward after June or within the next 6 weeks. But it feels like from June onwards, you're going to feel more confident. So you could even feel confident when you get this good news. So I feel good news is coming in regarding this. So are you going to get it? It looks like. You just want to ask again, are you going to get it? Again, crossroads. So the decision may be being finalised or worked out right now. So it's not set in stone yet, but it's looking good. I hope that helps, okay? Cece, thank you for the donation. Can I get guidance on this baby toddler who suddenly signalled me this morning of the headphones? No child has ever done that before any meaning. So when children get your attention in that way, a baby, it's like a message from God. Because babies are connected with God. They're really close to source. So it's a real sign that that baby saw something in you and is trying to get your attention to remind you of the person that you are. Yeah, that you're in the earthly school, that you're here to learn lessons. It's all about soul growth, study, higher learning. So I feel it's like you had a moment. You know, it's like I had that happen not long ago where, you know, I was listening to a reading that I was really blessed actually, because our soul sister Laura Marto gifted me a reading from our soul sister Laurel. And I was in Starbucks and I was listening to the reading, and a lady was on the next table with a little baby. And the baby was like, the part of the reading was where Laura was talking to me about God, and I looked at this baby and this baby looked at me, and we had this moment. So I feel it's like reminding you that why you're here to learn and grow, and everything you go through is beneficial. And really it's all about relaxing your energy and calming your energy and seeing things through the eyes of a child. So that toddler will have also kind of been saying to you, start seeing through the eyes of you know, your inner child, through the angels, and things are not as bad as it seems. So I feel it's like your ego, you went through perhaps an ego death in that moment. You forgot who you were from your physical part of you. Does that make sense? It's like, and then this part of you was activated that's connected with the divine. That's what I'm connecting with, okay? Good morning, Debbie. Great to see you, honey. Thank you for being here. I want to do Yashi. Any message from my DMs? Did he forgive me for things in the past? You're already forgiven. The masculines forgive like that, okay? It's the feminines who tend to hold grudges. Awakening, it's all part of the awakening. It's like he recognises that, you know, you do things and you grow from them. So he's saying, I'm going within so I can understand myself better. So he's understanding himself better. It's nothing to do with you, or, you know, he's understanding himself. He's going through a big awakening right now. And we've got my love for you is infinite. Remember this, it's infinite. You know, infinity, which is also the infinity sign you may see. You know, I'm wearing it there. So my love for you is infinite. It goes on. It goes beyond space and time. We are bonded in eternal love that's beyond space and time, that reaches into the non-physical realms and over many lifetimes. Close your eyes and reach into this infinity and know it's true. Isn't that beautiful? I hope that helps, okay? Just going to do a couple more, then I'm going to go off. So Mobile says, hi, I'm Remus Sagittarius. Any messages for me in May? So what's the message coming in for you in May for Mobile, okay? So the message for you and me, the first card is weight of the world. Let go of any burdens, because a lot of the time you're carrying burdens around that you don't need. Okay, let go. So, and you also may need to set some boundaries in May as well about what, what works for you, what doesn't work for you. Saying yes to you sometimes means saying no to other people, even if we say no to people we love. So you deserve the world because you are a child of the cosmos. So the intelligence of the universe lies within you. So what I'm really feeling is whatever you're waiting for right now, it's not yet time. Okay, whatever it is, whether it's love, whether it's money, whether it's something to do with work or whatever it is, you just need to wait. Things are being woven together and all the intuition, all the guidance is inside of you. So you just need to calm your mind, wait, and you've got wait, and you've got wait, as in wait for something to happen, and wait as in the weight of the world. Okay, so you've got to give your burdens to heaven right now in exchange for peace. If you just wait and you're patient and you're trusting and you're working on you and having faith, whatever it is you're waiting for is going to come in. And then you're going to feel that weight of the world go anyway, because you deserve the world, and that's what the angels are showing you. So you're going to have a big revelation in May about what's next. So this may be a waiting month for you, and then something's going to manifest, okay? Yeah, there's going to be an adjustment, even though if there's a delay. So this could be someone coming towards you after a period of time apart or silence. It could even be a house move in the works here, or some kind of move or change that you're waiting to hear about or make a decision about. But ultimately, I feel like if there's a separation, if you wait, it's gonna end and they're gonna come forward. I hope that helps, okay? Whew, I'm gonna answer one more, okay, and then I'm going off. So we're gonna do, let me move the chat up here. If anyone hasn't had a question yet, just pop it in the chat for me right now. Okay, there we go. Cassia says, any message from David? Thank you for being here, honey. So David's saying, look at this. The thought of losing you gives me anxiety, abandonment wound there being activated. So maybe lying awake at night, worry about things, wondering if you're going to move on, stressing. The thought of losing you gives me anxiety. So I definitely feel sleepless nights with this. Some anxiousness you're feeling as well. Because, he knows he's got to start doing something about it. He's on a clock there. I may be quiet right now, but you're always on my mind. And they may hear that song by Pet Shop Boys. Remember that separation is illusion. I'm working hard behind the scenes to heal and reach out to you. Stay strong for me. And when I'm connecting with him, it feels like time isn't running out. There's always enough time. But he feels like it is. He feels like he's got to do something or he's going to lose you. And it's stressing him out big time. So, and again, you may see 999 because that's a huge sign of spiritual growth. He's dreaming about you. And he said, I'm communicating with you through music. So let me just give you a message from both of those decks. So what's he dreaming about you? What's he dreaming about? Okay, I dreamed that I apologised to you. And I feel that's for the time it's taken. I dreamt that I lost you and it killed me. There it is again. So he's had a nightmare about it. He lost you in that dream and it killed him. Okay? He's saying, can we make our dreams a reality? I'm ready for that now. So he knows he's got to take action. And I want to bring you a message in through music as well. So let me grab the deck here. So what's the song or what do you need to be aware of through music? Because he's communicating with you through music. Faded, where are you now? Oh, this song, honestly, this is one of my twin flame songs. It's not directly connected with my twin himself. It's connected with the catalyst, Bee that I was connecting with. But that song, and this song activated YouTube for me and everything. There's so many memories in this song. Where are you now? Okay, Faded. I've shared it on the channel a few times on the community post. If you listen to that song, he's wondering where you are, what you're doing. Okay, and Blue, hear our story. And Blue is blue dabba, dee dabba, die, that one. Okay, hear our story. You've got a story to tell. So I feel that's definitely a sign about the future and, that you have that mission together. I hope that helps, okay? Let's do one more then. Who else have we got in the chat I haven't answered yet? Anyone else wanting a question? Then I'm going to go off. Aquarius, there we go. Great timing. Good morning, sunshine. Any messages for me? So what's the message coming through for you today? feel it's this one. I'll check what these are as well. You're being called to action. You're being called towards something. It says soul gifts and training, it's time to step up. So you may well feel right now you're working towards your mission or working on your mission or doing something you're being called to do. I also feel you are calling your twin in. They feel connected in that way. But I feel this more about you moving towards the next stage of your journey. We've got Hareth, longing for home, homesick for the stars. So you also know you belong with your twin flame and you're being guided back together. So you're definitely both wanting each other and feeling homesick. You may feel dizzy, nauseous because of that. We've got deep cellular healing. So there could be some ascension going on here. Physical and emotional healing. You've got earth pulsing. And this can also be the pulsing of your heart and other areas in your body because you're feeling the desire, you're feeling something's been activated. So when you go through that slow down, go in nature, lost land, soul memories and gifts, you've done this before and you're remembering that you've done this before, you've come to earth before. It's not your first life here, it's not your first rodeo. And you've got the whale and the orca, which is about soul growth. So you know you're here for a mission. Share your song, frequency of sound, diving deep. So this could be connected with music or it could be connected with sound healing in some way. And the void says, stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb. So again, when you feel there's a void or it's a silent time or, you know, winter's like the stagnancy, fill up your own cup, give back to you. I hope that helps, okay? Byron, thank you for the donation. Donation for Donna, please, Liz, before you go off. Thank you for the donation. I have done Donna's message already. Already answered some questions. Hi Liz, are there any messages from my love Mark today? Because I've been receiving powerful signs about his hometown of Rochdale, plus I've been having powerful dreams. Did I answer you earlier? I'm sure I've already answered you, Donna. I'm sure I did. Did you donate earlier? If you didn't, I'm getting confused with another day, but I'm sure I did answer some questions. Maybe I didn't then. So, any messages from Mark today? What do you need to know anyway? What's the message? So messages. So if I haven't, I'm having deja vu. So that could be connected with your connection. That could be there's some kind of deja vu around what you're asking. You're saying, I've received powerful signs about his hometown of Rochdale. This could be deja vu. So you could have been there before in a past life, or there could be something going on there. We've got low vibration as well. So maybe you're wondering if, when I did your Warriors reading and you said about going there or being around him there, maybe you are worried about it being low vibration, but it's only low vibration because of the people around him at low vibration, if that makes sense, not the place itself. So I feel it's about you knowing that you'll go there if it's in a good vibration. Does that make sense? So what else do you need to know? We've got acknowledgement. I take full responsibility for my actions. I'm becoming a leader. I'm stepping up to the plate and making big life changes. So amazing cards to come out together again here. These came out earlier for another one of our soul sisters. I take full responsibility for my actions. So he knows what he's doing now. He's got a plan in his head. He's acknowledging things and he's stepping into the masculine role here. I am becoming the leader. I am stepping up to the plate. I am making big life changes. I am doing what I need to do. And that's what you need to know. But I feel that the reason you're having this dream about home, okay, about his home, so if I go back to where you said, regarding the dreams and signs regarding his home, it may be low vibration right now because of the people he's around there, if that makes sense. Like if you go there, you make it high vibration. Whereas like wherever you go, it will be a high vibration. That's what's coming through anyway. Not like I'm saying there's anything wrong with the place. Remember, it's the people that create the vibration of the place. So I hope that makes sense. So again, this could be justice coming in around something to do there, to do with that place. There could also be coming together in a different place. Because I do feel you could have the opportunity to live there at some point. But I feel the celebration or the reunion between you is going to be somewhere else. So that could be where you are. And obviously I know you're both in the same area, kind of. And again, this is about knowing that I don't feel you want to build a life there for some reason. Okay, you could do, but I don't feel it's where you're meant to be. Okay, or not at this moment anyway. That will reveal itself in time. So I feel you just got to, there's some growth to do with that place. Okay, but it may not be the right time. But I feel that it will unfold. You know, that's why you're dreaming about it. So just let it unfold instead of needing to know how it relates to where you are right now, if that makes sense, because it isn't the right time to receive the guidance about it. I hope that helps, okay? Because I feel like there could be something you need to do there, but it's not right at this moment. Okay, guys, I'm going to go off because I've been on for 3 hours, nearly 20. So I am going to be live again tomorrow on Saturday around the same time. If you haven't received an answer, don't worry. Just click anywhere during the live and you'll receive an answer in the moment, something you need to know. So have a great day. I'm sending you lots of love and I'll see you soon.